I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I want a way I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Going now, I'll give up everything. Daunting thought, if I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once, I just so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, part of my downfall is toxic. Day one, started the outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I'll give up everything, daunting life. If I can see my dream, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything, what I want a reality. Going now, I'll give up everything, daunting life. If I can see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
All right, let's get it. Let's get this day over with. Virtual hunting. What is this? Holy Jesus. It's co-op too? That's what's up. That's kind of funny. There's like no silhouettes. That's awesome. That's awesome, bro. That's so awesome. Well, how's it going, Nigel? Let's see. Console edition? What the hell is this?
This place has only been accessible to approved scientists and factions till now.
Oh.
But it looks
Oh.
like the UDA are finally opening it up for the rest of us. Plenty of folks need help, and factions pay well for prospectors that offer their time. Up to you. Stay safe.
Damn, look at you trying to platinum Kazan. Damn, that's what's up. That's crazy. This game looks kind of cool. I think Nor's coming out next week. The third one? I think it's coming out next week. Look at that. That's crazy looking. Ew, gross. The fuck? Oh, I don't want to watch that fucking cod slop. You know, actually, I kind of do just to make fun of it. Hold on. Where did that open? Right here? Hold on. I want to watch it just to make fun of it. Here we go. Let's see how season 2's gonna go. Surely it'll go better than the first season, right? Boom.
Need a medic!
What? What the fuck is that? Wait, what? What is that? What the fuck are we doing now, guys? What is that? It's probably not good. Okay, that's kind of cool. Hold on, wait a minute. Is that a person? I think Call of Duty has the same problem that World of Warcraft has. It's catering to like the 30% of the best gamers. It's not catering to like the rest of everyone else. That's the problem with it. That if they could fix that, they might have something going. It looks better than the original, than the other release of the game. I'll say that. It looks a little better. Now, if we can only stop catering to the elitists that play the game, or the sweaters, we might be getting somewhere. Looks good. I'm kind of impressed. I still wouldn't buy the game. Life begins with water and dust. Dust is soil. Water is water to ocean. With heat, they form vessels, and thus civilization begins. I don't think dirt and water make heat. I think dirt and water makes clay or mud. Like, what? Oh, how's it going? Charlie? How you been holding up?
What we call civilization is just
First and foremost, the graphics in this game are peak. I like what I'm seeing so far.
a grand
This is good.
a mirage.
This reminds me of Elden Ring. The tree. And then the ball of fire in the sky.
If you could remake life, what answer would unfold?
Sweet, bro got a stream in yesterday. That's what up, man. We're doing pretty good.
Answer home
I am happy it's Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. I'm ready to go on vacation.
in the sun.
2 days, boy. Oh.
Mortals, how many times now?
Whoa. Did you see that? It actually, like... Her feet dug into the ground. Did you see that? Watch the ground in front of her. She gets pushed back. See? That's cool. He's actually shaping the ground.
What ain't all cannot be wrong. The yoke you wear cuts deeper than the blade that took my head.
Whoa!
My head boulders in Chongyang Hill. Your name will mold a memory.
Am I the only one that's been noticing that, like, a lot of these games have been getting cheaper looking and cheaper looking? Like, Kazan is a good example. I remember, if you've ever played Dark Souls, the original Dark Souls trilogy, man, that entire game trilogy, other than, like, the second one, is a masterpiece. And the gameplay is done in a way that doesn't seem so damn clunky and disgusting. Whatever happened to that? Why is it that these games have to make their shit so fucking hard that it borderlines just straight up garbage? It just looks like clunky crap. That's what it looks like. It looks like the movement is just so unfluid that it's just not playable. Like, if you play Kazan, for example, and then you go and play, like, Dark Souls, you could tell that one of these was very well optimized more so than the other. It's kind of sad. Like, it's just weird, man. And you know, I noticed that with a lot of the bosses that are out, like Elden Ring didn't have this problem. Well, it originally didn't. In the base game of Elden Ring, it doesn't have this problem. Where like a boss, when you see a boss, it automatically goes through like a mechanics phase. Where like, it's gonna sit there and swing and keep you like pushed back until it has a breaking second, right? And then you hit it like twice, and then it does the mechanic all over again. That's not how Dark Souls originally worked. I don't like these new mechanics that they have added into these games. They're garbage. Whenever you fight a boss in Dark Souls, you guys could like sit here and circle each other and look at each other, and usually the boss won't try to attack you until you try to attack it, right? Like you could have that like standoff moment. But in these new games, these new Souls-like games, they just attack, break, attack, break, attack, break. That's all it is. That's not fun, dude. It's no different than playing a, what's it called? A rhythm game. It's like playing a rhythm game. That shit ain't fun, bro. It's annoying as shit.
You hunt the sun. I warm heaven, the very sky you kneel to. We are all bound. The sun for its light. You for your duty. I for my defiance.
Shit, looking more and more like a fighter game, dude. What is this? Just even part of the Souls genre at this point? Man, I want there to be like a Dark Souls 4. That's what I want. But I don't want like new bullshit mechanics that like Elden Ring like DLC implemented. I want like old school, actual like Dark Souls 4 from Dark Souls 3 mechanics. That's what I want. I don't want no new garbage mechanics in it. That's what I want. It's just so annoying. I've actually played Front Mission 4, like, back on the PlayStation 2. It's pretty good. Even if it was turn-based, it was pretty good. It was hard as shit, though. That's right, they're called Wanzers. The mechs are called Wanzers. Dude, they changed IGN's logo again. What are we doing, guys? Why are we changing the logo like every other week? I am not seeing anything. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
Cutscene has always been my favorite part of Dawn of War, putting its RTS action into the context of the wild, over-the-top, operatic drama of
Let's
the far
fucking go, IGN. Let's fucking go.
When I got to go hands-on with the first bit of Dawn of War 4's grim story, it was a bit less opera and a bit more party rock, with the Orc faction leading the way.
What? This is how you smash things!
And as straightforwardly brutal as they are, there's an interesting twist this time with a bit of intra-faction rivalry between the biggest boys.
Boys is the name of their army. So anytime you hear the name Boys, they're referring to the army that the Orcs control. The Orcs control boys' huts, and they make Boys the army, if that makes any sense.
There is a brief 2-mission tutorial when you first load up Dawn of War 4 featuring the Space Marines and the Imperial Guard, but in terms of the main meat of the campaign, each of the 4 factions has their own story with a specific spot in the larger unfolding narrative. And the Orcs come chronologically first, with their campaign setting the stage for everything that comes after it. And that just kind of works, really. If you want to kick things off with a bang and make a lot of messes other people are going to have to clean up later, I can think of no one better to serve as the opening act. As you may know, if you've seen the CGI trailer, the inciting action of the entire game is a Bloodraven's battle barge getting invaded by orcs under recurring Dawn of War big baddie Gorguts. This guy is hundreds of years old at this point and has been leading his boys across the stars in conflict after conflict. So when he decides to crash his rock down on Cronus to pursue the Astartes, he has every expectation of being in charge. That's not exactly how it plays out, though. In the first mission, the Beast Boss, we're introduced to a younger and scrappier leader, Guzkutta.
That's good. I want more killing stuff.
He's native to the planet Cronus, at least in as far as the orcs can be native to anywhere, considering they're technically an invasive species of fungus. Look, it's a long story, okay?
He's actually right. That's what makes the damn orcs so annoying, is that wherever they set up camp at, they pretty much invade like a fucking fungus, bro. They spread like fire.
We could be here all day talking about 40k lore.
You're gonna be a green tide.
But the point is, he's only ever known Cronus as home, and the band of orcs living here already view him as their leader.
What? That's sick. He can do area.
The band of orcs living
He
here
can do area boosts. I didn't know that.
already view him as their leader. If Gorguts is the surprisingly clever old war dog, Guzkutta is kind of a rebellious teen coming into his own. Gorguts favors huge war machines and ridiculous firepower to get the job done, while Guzkutta relies on the beasts his boys can tame and ride into battle for a little bit more of a low-tech approach. Both war bosses will eventually get access to all of the same units, of course, and this initial bit is really just an introduction to Guzkutta and the orcs' main faction mechanics.
Yes.
Hell nah, bro. Gorguts all the way.
Wanna pick a base.
Since the tutorial focused on how to move units, attack, use abilities, and things like that, Orc Mission 1 can focus on what makes the orcs unique, like their wah mechanic, which you could learn a little bit more about in our faction deep dive. Your enemies for the early campaign are mainly the machine men of the Adeptus Mechanicus and their robot friends, occasionally supported by other Imperial auxiliaries, which forced me to focus quite a bit on mobility and flanking. See, these spindly Skitarii can't stand up to a proper orc in melee combat, but if they have the benefit of cover, their deadly ranged attacks can hold off a frontal assault for quite a while. Luckily, speedy Squighog riders can simply run right around their emplacements and hit them from behind. And if that isn't working out, Storm Boys, with their definitely not OSHA-approved jetpacks, can leap right over them. This is also where the Beast Snagga boys come in handy, because they're a little bit tougher than your standard orc infantry, so they can draw fire for a decently long time without getting completely disintegrated. I wouldn't say it takes a mastermind to play this faction, as it shouldn't, but there is quite a bit to chew on tactically if you want to get the most out of them. Relentless aggression is rewarded in multiple ways, including growing the size of your squads with experience to become a proper horde. But combine that with a little clever.
Oh, there's actually horde mechanics now? That's so cool.
And now you're really dangerous. But if Mission 1 was all about letting you get to know Guzkutta and his little neighborhood, Mission 2, The Biggest Boss, is about
The
how
Biggest
life
Boss.
flipped turned upside down. Remember Gorguts demanding they crash faster in the trailer?
Crash faster!
Well, his ominous pile of scrap has finally touched down in a huge explosion, and Guzkutta's boys are eager to find out what happened. This is another...
Oh, I love the HUD now. This is so much... I didn't even realize... I didn't even see the HUD. I typically don't look below the camera. The HUD looks clean, bro. You can see how many troops you can have. I love it.
fairly low-key introductory mission with the goal of making it to various piles of wreckage left by the rock's impact and finding clues. But the AdMech are also interested in what exactly happened, and I had to fight my way through them to get my answers. The mission culminates in the first meeting between the two bosses when you come across Gorgut's landing party, or at least the ones who survived the crash, under attack by the AdMech. If you hear Gorgut's version, of course, he would have been fine. But from Guzkutta's perspective, he totally saved the day. Regardless, the main tension of the campaign has now been established, as both big orcs believe they should be the boss on
Really?
Cronus,
I don't know about
neither
that.
of them are about to back down. You will get to pick between them between missions eventually, which is where the whole campaign branches off. But for now, we spend a little more time with Guzkutta. He's the one I ended up picking anyway. I just like his style. And the next mission, Da Race, is a thematically appropriate contest to see who the better boss is by who can destroy the AdMech base fastest. This is one of my favorite missions in Dawn of War 4 so far, and one that really doesn't let you rest on the natural strengths of the orcs alone. While you're making your way up the left side of the map, Gorguts is clawing up the right. And that means it's not enough to simply overwhelm the Humies eventually, which has been easy enough to do up until now. You have to be efficient with your units alongside being relentless and get to the end before your rival does. This kind of scenario design is what I think separates a good RTS mission from a just okay one.
I smashed it! I is the best!
There's even a bit of strategic choice built in here, since you can send forces over to engage Gorguts and slow him down. Ultimately, I found that this delayed me making progress on my side too much, and it was better to just let him get bogged down with the AdMech. But it's certainly another way to do the mission if you need to buy yourself some extra time. Flanking him while he's already engaged is especially effective. Proving yourself here isn't enough though. Once the Orc campaign branches, you'll get multiple choices of which mission to take on next, with each one tipping the balance of power towards Gorguts or Guzkutta.
Oh, I love that, actually. I love that there are different branches of missions. There was only like 17 in Dawn of War 3. I'm actually very, very happy to see that there are going to be more branches of missions.
On one mission, you might be collecting scrap to assemble deadly death dreads. I particularly liked one involving the taming of a savage squigosaur, which becomes Guzkuta's mount and changes his playstyle for the rest of the campaign.
That's
I
cool.
didn't get to see how this boss brawl ends, or how its outcome might shape the campaigns that come
Drive
after
safe.
it, but simply having multiple possible endings for the first of 4 campaigns is exciting. Especially because I've never liked Gorguts. It's about time he got knocked down a peg, you know?
What? Bro, Gorguts is awesome.
Guzkuta's not exactly a knight in shining armor, but I can respect his disdain for authority and yeehaw philosophy on life and war. An orc after my own heart, if there ever was one. If you want to know even more about the orcs, check out the Faction 101 trailer, our hands-on deep dive with their units and mechanics, and our interviews with the creators of Dawn of War 4. And for everything else in the world of
Yo, W. Hell yeah, bro. Okay, man. Oh, man. There you go. Got to get that daily dose of the internet in. You know we got to get that daily dose of the internet in.
And this is your daily dose of internet. This company made boats that look like orcas.
I don't think it's true either. And you're talking about Resident Evil Village, right? I'm fairly certain you can play it in third person at any time. I don't think you need a specific edition. That's cool.
These cars all got snowed in.
That's crazy.
Oh my god. What? That sucks so bad. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yo, why wouldn't you be sitting? I'd be sitting under that shit. I'd be like, yo, man, I'm just eating my food. Trying to give me some money.
Oh my god.
Oh, it would hurt like hell, but you know what? I'd be $2 million richer.
No. No, Lily.
They didn't have a steamroller, so he used his car to flatten out the asphalt.
Why? Bro, you gonna ruin your fucking tires doing that. Woo! You hear that? That cat's like, nuh-uh. She gonna fall, she gonna fall, she gonna fall. Someone's gonna fall. Oh! Oh! Shit! Oh, bro, he hit that hard. Fuck!
These turtles were rescued to protect them from the cold weather.
That was a big ass turtle.
Right, where we're going to next. So, we basically get everything around here. I don't know if it's wise, like, going down all the way down this trail.
What the fuck is that?
This is snow blowing off the top of this
How do
mountain.
they know? It ain't even out yet. I can understand if it was Resident Evil 8, but that game ain't even out yet. How could anybody know? If IGN hasn't even done a review on it yet, then it's not even out. How could anyone possibly know? That's crazy looking.
This man loves walking on pancake ice.
This is such a stupid ass thing to do. Don't ever do this. If you slip and fall, you could hit the back of your head on this ice and you could slide right into the water. You could fall into the water and cut your... You could end up hitting your jaw and knocking yourself out in the water. Don't ever fucking do this. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. Oh, it's an otter. Dude, I love otters.
You trying to get it?
Trying to eat it. He's like, hey, yo, pass me that. Hold on, wait. Give me that.
Rain poured from both sides of this bridge, creating a spectacular waterfall effect.
That's what it is. It's a bridge. That's so cool. It's a bridge blocking out the water, like the rain. That's so cool.
This can't help this baby escape.
This gonna pop.
I found a slug that looks like a banana.
Yo, that looks like a banana. Why would it look like that? Why would it want to look like that? I mean, usually like in nature, if you want to look like something, it's typically like, I wonder if this slug like gains like some kind of weird function where it's supposed to be eaten, you know? I don't really like watching the kid ones. I mean, cool on the kid, but like, this looks cool. This looks really cool. Ooh!
This moose saw a slip and slide and wanted to try it.
You don't think so? Is he mad at the tarp?
I think it's mad. Yeah, I think it's mad.
Oh, now he's gonna lay down.
This cruise
He's like, why don't I slide like the humans? What the fuck? Why is it not working?
Captain Ice, so the Coast Guard came to help him out. This YouTuber built his own fully functional Lego typewriter.
Yo, have y'all seen some of the stuff these guys do on YouTube with these Lego sets? One dude made like a paper shredder. It's kind of impressive to see what these guys do at Legos now. That's crazy.
These doctors were performing surgery when an 8.8 magnitude earthquake hit.
Holy!
He always makes time for his favorite customers.
That's my boy. Oh, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, he was a good boy.
This guy invented a bike that drives up trees.
Low-key guy's gonna be a billionaire one day. Low-key guy's gonna be a billionaire one day. Watch. You think I'm lying? Watch. Watch, bro. Yo, like... Dude, that is like revolutionary for the log cutting industry. Holy shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, he fucked up. Oh, he fucked up bad. Oh, it's speeding up. Ooh,
This
he got
guy
so
made a
lucky.
heat-seeking Nerf sentry gun.
And this is my freezer which the sentry defends. Step too close to the freezer.
This is a rare fire tornado. That is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed.
Yo,
See you guys
W
again.
daily dose of internet. W daily dose of the internet.
Fallout's most controversial perk is Child Killer from Fallout 1 and 2 for obvious reasons. This stat would only be tracked if you vaporized more than 3 kids, and would give negative reputation with both good and...
What the fuck? Yeah, I'll fix it later. I don't care enough anymore. I don't care enough anymore, bro.
and evil factions, along with enabling bounty hunters, of course. This perk was one of the many...
That's crazy. Okay. Don Lemon got arrested, boys. It's a great day to be an American, isn't it?
News alert. Journalist Don Lemon has been arrested in connection with an anti-ICE
Hold on.
protest. And to a Fox News alert, journalist Don Lemon has been arrested in connection with an anti-ICE protest at a church.
You want to go and disrupt the peace, motherfucker? You want to go into a church and disrupt people's prayer and act like because you're press you get immunity from everything? Get fucked, loser.
In St. Paul, Minnesota. Bill Malusian joins us now with more on this breaking news. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, Charlie, good morning to you. Our colleague David Spunt and I getting this breaking news.
It's all falling apart now, boys. What did I say? What did I say was going to happen? They're going to take all the evidence that they got from all these people, all this footage from people throwing stuff at ICE, and they're going to, over time, they're going to go and get these people.
From multiple law enforcement sources just minutes ago, confirming that former CNN anchor Don Lemon has been arrested by federal agents in Los Angeles just after midnight this morning.
Bro thought he was good. He went to Los Angeles. He was probably taking a nice little nap, and then you hear, "Open up the door, it's the FBI, bitch!"
At a hotel. This obviously all in connection with that storming of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota by that
Damn,
group.
you know what's crazy? It's kind of funny. They were at peace where they were at, in the church praying. Bro was at peace thinking he was going to get a good night's sleep. Nope.
Of anti-ICE agitators. Now remember, the feds had gone to judges to try to get Don Lemon arrested before. They went to a magistrate judge in Minnesota who didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to a judge above him. He didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to an appeals
That's
court.
right.
They also decided not to sign off for an arrest warrant for him. So there was experts who were predicting that perhaps the feds would go to a grand jury. It remains to be seen if that's what happened here, but we can confirm that Don Lemon was arrested in Los Angeles by federal agents just after midnight Los Angeles time.
You know what the best part about this is? Whenever they stormed that church, nobody in that church joined them. They all left. They all left the church. That's the best part about it. It was all for nothing. And then Tim Walz a week later caved into Trump's demands. Damn. Damn, don't you just love to see it? Don't you just love it? America, baby.
at a hotel. Now, typically, standard procedure with an arrest like this is the defendant will likely make their first court appearance sometime the same day. So there's a chance we may see Don Lemon make his first court appearance in Los Angeles.
Don't you just love it? The next time we see this man, it's not going to be from a short. It's not going to be from a TikTok. It's not going to be from a YouTube video. It's going to be his ass sitting down in court, seeing his day in trial, baby. That's what you get. You want to go and actually break the Constitution, motherfucker? You about to get all the repercussions and the wrath of the Supreme Court, bitch.
Time today, but obviously this is going to grab all sorts of headlines. 3 other protesters from that church storming, have already been arrested, including...
So this is the guy that was screaming at people saying, say fuck ICE, bitch, and calling people names and stuff. He was actually at the church. This is the lady that organized the whole thing. Supposedly she was getting paid to do it. I don't know who the fuck this is. I've never seen her before in my entire life. But these two have been, like, known agitators for sure.
I'd say was the organizer of that protest. The woman in the middle there is a school board member in St. Paul, and then the mug...
That's fucking disgusting. That's disgusting. How are you a school board member? That's fucking disgusting.
Have already been arrested, including who the feds say was the organizer.
These are the people that are teaching our kids.
That protest. The woman in the middle there is a school board member in St. Paul, and then the mugshot on the right is an online personality / agitator, if you want to call him that. He's known as the Woke Farmer. Those were the 3 people that the feds had already arrested, but we have confirmed that Don Lemon has now been arrested in Los Angeles in connection with that viral incident. We all saw the video of it that spread and drew widespread condemnation. The feds have been going after these people on
Wouldn't it have been low-key funny if all you heard was, "Gotcha, bitch!" He's just chilling in his fucking LA home, and one of the neighbors steps outside to hear the commotion, and it's just like, you hear an FBI agent go, "Gotcha, bitch!"
Violation. So this is still breaking news. Once we get more details about the potential charges here, a court appearance, we'll of course update our viewers, guys.
Really appreciate it. Of course, if it was a grand jury that did indict him, that's pretty unimpeachable. Bill Milesian, thank you so much.
Bro cooked himself on 7 different levels, and he just doesn't know it yet. He is so cooked, it's not even funny, brother. It is a beautiful, glorious day. It is a beautiful, glorious day. Yes, sir.
As we get closer to the 2026 midterms, new Fox News polling revealing which party's more trusted to handle the biggest issues for voters. And here we go, Democrats leading.
Bro, like the past week, I have felt so validated in everything that I had said. It feels so validating to be like, no, you can't be crazy. You have to stay in line. You have to go to work. You have to hold a job. You have to not be a schizo. You have to be not weird and threaten people online. I feel so validated right now. It's insane.
On the key issue of affordability along with healthcare and vaccines.
Not that I needed anyone's validation, but goddamn, does it feel good?
Republicans, on the other hand, coming out on top when it comes to border security, national security, as well as immigration. To break down these polls, political commentator Stephanie Hamill joins me now. Stephanie, great to have you here. How do we Republicans win back voters on those key issues like affordability, the middle class issues?
I know how to help with affordability. I actually do things that are going to change affordability. Duh. Whenever you have somebody that gets behind the microphone and claims that things are going down and that rent's getting cheaper and that groceries are getting cheaper, and then they go to the store and they realize that stuff is still going up, then, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I actually want to watch this. I just realized. So Tectone lost his lawsuit, apparently. So hold on.
The Tectone files. Today we get into a drop of documents regarding Tectone and his ongoing legal saga with his former ex. We're going to get that today on The Legal Minds, where we teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney living over here in Asia. And this is a fast facts, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. So let's jump right into the Tectone files. And once again, this is regarding streamer Tectone, who is today our defendant in this case, the Eggman. Now, to be a real quick disclosure, of course, I do know Tectone. He's an individual I'm familiar with, so you could say I have a...
I actually really like Tectone, and I have no idea what's going on, but I know that he lost something somewhere along the line. And if it's bad, then, well, you know, it was fun supporting you, but if you're, you know, you turn out to be a pile of crap, then you're on your own, bro.
Bias towards Tectone. But that being said, I'm going to try to do this as neutrally as possible and present both sides of the argument. Because remember, there are always two sides of the argument, and particularly in this post-debt Me Too era, we have to consider all of the factors before we just go out and cancel someone for these allegations. And then we've got the plaintiff Pikachu, who is a streamer here, and we're going to get into their relationship. The important thing to notice being the defendant, Tectone and Pikachu, is they dated, right? So these are exes. They had a relationship that is now over. And then you have filings and accusations coming from this, mainly from a drop by Miskiff, who is clearly trying to put information out there that leads people away from his own case at this point. That seems to be his general legal strategy. So let's get into this. This is Pikachu versus Tectone over abuse allegations, both emotional and sexual in nature. There were filings both in a civil context and a criminal context. Now, the civil context that was taken all the way.
I'm one of those people that's like, you can make all the allegations you want in the world, but unless it's blatantly obvious to me and the court says otherwise, I typically, like, I don't really fall through with it. Like, for example, like, O.J. Simpson, obviously he was fucking, there was some sketch shit that went on there. He probably did, you know, allegedly actually kill the people that they said he killed, or his wife or whatever. But, like, in most instances, I will agree with whatever the court says, if that makes any sense.
But the criminal context, remind you, was a police report which was dropped. So that is very, very critical here, that there are no criminal conclusions regarding Tectone. And that's something that needs to be very, very much reinforced.
So there was no criminal stuff. That's very interesting. So all the police reports were dropped. Very interesting.
Throughout all of this. Now, Tectone did deny the allegations of Pikachu, including her of defamation and in filing counter evidence, but Tectone ultimately lost his civil suit and was ruled liable for SA, even despite the fact that the criminal case was dropped by police. And this had consequences for Tectone because Mythic, the talent agency, which is also my talent agency, dropped him over this. Now, to be very clear about this, once again, with Mythic, I made it very clear with them that I would be covering issues regardless of how things look. And with Mythic, they have a right, and I can say this based on my own contract, to drop you based on brand appearance, etc. And many advertisers are gun shy. So even if the allegations are just allegations, they can drop you. Think about Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was dropped by Disney, dropped by other advertisers, simply because of allegations that were not yet proven in court. So this is something that Mythic dropping him doesn't make him per se guilty of anything at this point. Another person, by the way, that's involved in this, and we're going to get into this, is Freem, who is a former marriage partner of Tectone. So while she's not necessarily a plaintiff, Freem's information is very much relevant to this analysis. So let's get into the kind of some background here before we get into a word. But actually, before we do that, let's get into a word from today's video sponsor. And now a word from today's sponsor, Delete Me. Okay, they're easy to finish and one to work for you. Even I, Mr. Captain Lazy, have been covering this case. And in this case, Lawtooth
I missed the depth. I would have streamed so much of this trial.
Blew up because we started covering this neutrally, whereas the whole world in that Me Too era was pro.
No, I would have been biased. I would have been absolutely on Depp's side. Nah, bro, you can't tell me that somebody that dresses up and goes to sick hospitals and then shows up at the theme park and actually is part of the rides for free. You can't tell me that that person can do wrong. I'm sorry, dude. Like, that's a whole different level of, like, charity that not a lot of these actors do.
Amber
you
Heard was
can't
posting,
can't
believe all women
nah.
believe what she says. And it turns
At
out
first I was like, is this real? There's no way. And then it hit me and I was like, nah, she lying. She lying.
Jeff was indeed wronged here, and he was vindicated in court. And so when I analyze the Tectone case, I look at this as we are in a post-debt world. We need to live in a world where we don't believe my dog stepped on a bee, and we don't believe any tall tale that came out of what Amber Heard's mouth or anybody else says, because we've seen cases out there in the U.S. that I've covered on this channel, like Trevor Bauer, like the Khan case at Princeton, where we have people that are absolutely destroyed. Their careers are just absolutely wrecked based on pure allegation.
Yep.
So let's get into what happened. So all the evidence I'm treating at a higher degree if it's been filed with the court, not just online. But a lot of this stuff that's been filed, that's online, was indeed filed with the court. And every individual case has to be evaluated for its impact. So what does a civil case mean? Well, what that means is there's a standard of proof that's lower. It's preponderance of the evidence, 51%, you could say, instead of reasonable beyond a reasonable doubt, which is 99.9% of the time, and such, or up in the upper percentages of happening. But Tectone hasn't been convicted of anything criminal. So for all those out there, and I'm looking at you, all the
that's weird. So how is it that the civil judge decides that he's liable, but the criminal court says he's not?
Of the world and everybody else just throwing
I wonder if it's like under the table judge right there.
Names out there calling him the R word, and I can't say that because of YouTube, is not actually okay. He hasn't been convicted. That is still defamatory to label him as a criminal when he is indeed not been convicted criminally. So one thing, looking at the background here, once again, part one, just looking at the background, Travis County in Texas has a huge pro-female bias in terms of outcomes.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go.
Tend to get very, very, very favorable outcomes in Texas and Travis
I wonder
County.
why she filed it in that court.
And there's a potential activist judge who had a DV bias, who had a history of that, did not recuse himself in this case. Super relevant. Also, a jury pool that's biased towards the plaintiff with a skewed heavy female bias. Everybody in the courtroom being female, that can tend to bias things when it comes to these outcomes. The other thing, which is different from the Miss Kiff situation, is we haven't seen abusive communications. In fact, all the communications I reviewed show Tectone as a reasonable, kind guy. He approached Pikachu as a friend, not even as a person trying to slide into the DMs, which, number one, is not a crime. But number two, that wasn't how he approached it. He approached this very innocently after he was betrayed in a relationship, which Freem cheated on him with somebody who was working at the same company, so a work partner, right? So after he was cheated on, he ends up engaging in this relationship, which, once again, not smart to rebound, not smart to work with somebody, engage with somebody who's perhaps a streamer right afterwards. Dating streamers, always not good, right? Two streamers dating, always not good. But we haven't seen those abusive communications. In fact, when I review the communications, they look much more supportive. And by the way, I'm very, very, very cognizant as someone who struggles with depression myself. This is something I'm very, very sympathetic to for both parts, right? Because Tectone has his own mental health stuff and Pikachu has her own mental health stuff. But when I read this communications between the two,
well, that's the reason why, like, we got to round up all these people that are in, like, the court systems that are biased like this. We got to round up all these fucking people that are, like, that are in the school districts, like that lady that got arrested in Minneapolis for storming that church. We got to round these motherfuckers up. We got to put them in jail, bro. All these biased motherfuckers that, they put their hand on one on the Bible and the other on the law book, and they make a pledge to, like, their community. Same thing with these police, man. These police not helping out with around in their communities because they're being told not to help out ICE. It's like, you do realize that your job is to serve and protect the community. It's not to serve and collect that paycheck. And if that's what you're there for, you need to find a new job, bro. Yeah, it's there to pay the bills, sure. But if you're not even doing what, like, the base function of your job is, because somebody higher up is telling you not to do it, it's time to find a new job. Straight up. I guarantee you, if there were firemen that had to go into a building, you know what? I'm going on a tangent.
It doesn't seem like this is abusive. So Pikachu says right here, I have something called PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, that I'm being treated for. So I'm in a lot of physical pain and my emotions are really bad. Like, just feeling so depressed I don't even want to. So on stream today, it was really, really rough. I'm trying to be tough.
I gotta stay on context, or else it's gonna take me forever to render this damn video.
But it's not easy, and it feels like the end of the world. So please be patient with me. The
I gotta
doctor
stay
said
on
it could be
context.
6 months for treatment to fully work, but in the meantime, it's awful managing the mood swings and pain. And I understand this. I understand this completely, and so I'm sympathetic to this. And I understand that there may be some other things going in there with BPD or bipolar disorder, something I'm very familiar with. And I get that. I completely get that. She says, thank you to everyone for being so kind to me while I
you're
deal with this. I'm
banned.
sorry for crying on stream. Well, I did that today. Sometimes it's harder holding it in, but I'm hoping by summer it's going to go a lot better to hang in there. It's tough. I get it. It's tough. And what does Dectone say? He says, I will never understand how much this must hurt you, but proud you're fighting through it. And this is not the language I would see of an abusive partner, someone who's hurting or someone who's out there to get somebody, but someone who really genuinely wants to help and genuinely cares. So Pikachu's filings regarding Freem are contradictory. She had filings regarding Freem to get her information taken down because Freem called her a house wrecker, called her all sorts of things, filmed her again without her consent, engaging in sexual activities with Tectone. Once again, several civil and potentially criminal violations regarding Pikachu and Tectone that were committed by Freem, and Pikachu filed to stop those, which is to me contradictory. And it seems like this
That's
may be
crazy. What?
A case of what you call buyer's remorse in dating, where you go back and you say, okay, well, now that I'm out of this, this is a situation where it was buyer's remorse. I regret things I did, or I regret stuff I did.
It's that, like, you think that they're the worst person in the world when they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing right, and then you fuck up, and then they leave your sorry ass, and then you realize that the new person that you're dating is actually treating you like shit and taking a fat shit on you constantly, and not dealing with your bullshit. And then you realize how good you had it with that person, but that person has moved on because they know that whatever bullshit they were dealing with you was so toxic that they just didn't realize how bad it was, and they'll never take your sorry ass back. So now you're angry that they're not taking you back because you're a toxic piece of shit.
Though it was consensual at the time. And unfortunately, as I got to report to you guys, the U.S. legal system weaponizes this. It allows people to go back, regret things, and then go get protective orders, go make claims in the future, when all of this should be dealt with privately. So my judgment at this moment, having reviewed the documents that are out there, is to withhold judgment for the moment pending release of further documents.
What really sucks is that these fucking children that are doing this, because they're fucking kids, that are sitting here after they've been in a relationship with somebody and now they're making all these lawsuits because they want to get some of that money. They're going to ruin it for the actual victims that have to go through actual problems. And I'm not saying they weren't victimized. I'm not saying that. But if it is a biased court and it is very problematic with how it sounds, they're going to ruin it for people that have actually been victims of, SA and stuff. And it's really sad to see that.
Evidence. But
they don't care about that, right?
That eventually gets unsealed, or more communications that come out, more than just what Miss Kiff is trying to put out to paint some sort of narrative. In a post-debt world, we all need to account for all the evidence taken as a whole before concluding somebody is ripe for cancellation, right? Miss Kiff releasing these documents clearly does just to take pressure off his case, which contains evidence of abusive communications. Now, I'm not saying Miss Kiff is guilty yet. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt too. He's going to have his day in court. But if all he's got is throwing a plushie, that's not going to do enough to get away from all the accusations.
Yeah, guys, my girlfriend called me a fucking dick, so I put a hole in the wall.
And first and foremost, I also think that intimate partner relations are very personal and private. Things can get heated between partners. And you know what? Maybe we shouldn't be dragging this out to the court of public opinion and trying to sue people to make these things right. Maybe
no lie, he's absolutely right. What's crazy is, like, I feel like if you file a police report when it happens, that should be what gets held up in a court like this. Nothing else. You know why? Because it was obviously bad. You should, number one, you should report any kind of SA or R word, which is, RA. I'm not going to say it either. If you should report that, period. Otherwise, no one's going to believe you. You need to report this shit. Report it. Report it to the police. Because if you don't, and this person that did it to you is going to go out and do it to somebody else, and in my opinion, you're part of the problem. You need to report this shit. Report it. When it happens, explain to them how it happens, and you want to report it then because it's going to be fresh in your mind. You're going to remember exactly what happened. You're going to know every little detail. And that should be what gets held up in these civil courts, nothing else. The police report should be held up. If the police report gets dropped and there's no actual criminal charges, they need to get on out of court, straight up. Because they're not looking for any kind of prosecution. They're not looking to put this person in jail for what they did. They just want fucking money. Like, that's a weaponization. 100%.
Can handle these things privately as adults between two people. Right now, judgment is withheld, but we'll get back. What do you guys think in the comments below? What do you think about Tectone, the Eggman, and what's going on with him?
I mean, I like his viewpoints, some of them. I'm not gonna lie. I've had more headbutting with Eggman than I have with Asman for sure. But like, I don't like that he said that he wanted to bring back bullying in school. I don't think that's a good idea at all. I don't like that at all. But and I think there's been a couple others, but I mean, I hope he ends up on the right side of this. If there's no actual criminal charges, I think this is just bogus. Straight up. I do. It sucks.
Just politics, I think Tim Walz had one of the most generational crash out fall offs of anybody that I've ever seen. You were about to be the vice president, but instead of that, you have been completely fucking destroyed by a.
He's talking about, like, Tim Walz is talking about leaving politics altogether now. He's saying he doesn't want anything to, like, he's so done, it's not even funny.
23-year-old virgin YouTuber.
Do you regret jumping out before such a consequential moment?
No, and part of it was to look. I recognize that I'm a lightning rod, and this is a tough. It's a tough space for I'm in because
it's that big bald head, man. It's that bald head, man.
They hate me personally. Old white guys who are former governors tend to land on their feet, okay, type of thing. But in all fairness,
well, I mean, I'm sure they do when they're not committing fraud.
You know what? That's true. You have like this privilege of just being an old white man, and like you get to just retire and then nothing happens to you. I think we might need a little bit of DEI.
So on the timing, I removed myself, and then 2 days later, Renee Good is murdered. But I think one of the things is
I wonder why. I wonder why that happened. It's a wonder to us all, isn't it? It's crazy how now that the law enforcement in your state are doing their part to hold back all this schizo rioting from all the anarchists that have flooded your state from every other state in the country, how there's no shooting deaths anymore. It's crazy, ain't it?
Should have told them not to go and impede federal investigations. You didn't say that, you fucking idiot. You didn't.
The police are now, though. All the police, the riot police that are in gear standing between them and ICE agents, they're all saying you're impeding an investigation.
The police help. She's dead because of you, you bald retard.
Never run for an elected office again.
Never again.
Wait, hold up. Wait, one more time.
Consideration will never run for an
Bro was a popcorn kernel that popped. Pop, pop.
elected office again.
Never again.
Never again. I have no political consideration. Will never run for an elected office again.
Never again.
I think Trump got this man running scared, bro. I do. This man is running scared. I'd imagine that phone call that Trump did with Tim Walz straighten his ass clean out.
Never again. And I will.
Complete obliteration.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a complete blowout. How accountable should he be? Yes. Tim Walz on JD Vance? Wait, what the hell is this?
I would beat the shit out of him now.
Oh, damn! Get him an Xbox Live headset. He's ready for the lobby. I think he's messaging to everybody in politics not to go after him personally because he will no longer be a threat to their political goals. I'm out of the game. I'm not going to play anymore. Please just leave me alone. You're going to roach out. You sentenced your citizens to die. You said, go out there and fight. ICE aren't law enforcement. And you're going out there getting everybody hurt, having people die for your bullshit.
There's other ways to serve, and I'll find them.
A YouTube video destroyed this guy's entire career. I think Tim Walz would be high on the hog if it wasn't for Nick Shirley's YouTube video.
Oh, he's still going to be high on the hog for sure. I guarantee you, with how much wealth he's accrued from all that fraud, if he doesn't go to jail, he's probably going to live wealthy for the rest of his life, however long that is.
YouTube video totally fucking annihilated him. It did.
You got another rich person sitting behind their big-ass gated community in their big-ass gated, well, walled-off house. You know, their like 30-bedroom house or some shit, saying how people should throw their body on the line. You know, like Tim Wall sitting behind his house with his little speaker in his little walled-off house.
Don't know what else to say whenever you have these people that are dressed up like they're the fucking aristocrats in the Hunger Games that are trying to goad the public into killing each other and dying for their political cause.
Yep.
It's time for it, and they don't even know that's what they're starting. A feeling of civil war in the...
Why should you listen to these people? These people have accrued their wealth. Why else would they be telling you to go out and die for a cause if not to benefit them more? Think about it.
Streets, preparing the hate. I have to speak out that we will not be iced out. They can't take us all down. 550 million, however, but the rest of us would survive.
Wait, what did you just say? Wait.
Bro's actively trying to cause a civil war.
What?
They'll kill 550 million, however.
Oh, they're just going to kill 50 million people.
But the rest of us would...
The rest of us? What do you mean us? Whoa, hold up. What do you mean by us? You mean us? 550 million people dead. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of people.
Survive with a new... This is time for a revolution. Whole world showed up on Putin's doorstep or on the Iranians' doorstep or in Washington. It would stop... They'll...
Really? If the whole world showed up? Well, the Iranians tried to do that, and they got mowed down by the IRGC, and they killed over probably, at this point, 40,000 people. Like, what happens if people protest against Putin? Remember the last time they tried to do a coup? That guy's helicopter crashed and died. How'd that happen? I really hate this, man. I really do. You've got a person who lives in the lap of luxury, granted every benefit, every privilege, every opportunity
that America can offer, literally. He is the 1% that America is literally built for. He is able to go to his house and not have to worry about a warlord breaking into his house, killing him, taking all of his shit and his money, and living in his house because of American laws. And he's trying to tell you to go out and get yourself killed for foreigners that are literally taking your jobs. For illegals that are taking your jobs. Why on earth would you listen to this?
Free luxury in the entire world, and they're going out there trying to foment a revolution.
It's crossing over now, and believe me, this is gonna really spark the nature of so many people who are gonna show up and say, no more. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
Whoa, I mean, that's great. Do you think this guy has private security?
Oh, absolutely.
He's got private security or not? So it's just crazy to me that this is a guy...
That's $10,000 for private security, depending on the type. It's like $10,000 and above.
Private security, but he's advocating for people to just go out and, oh, well, 50 million people might die. Oh, well, but they can't kill all of us. Number one, they absolutely could. Iran did this. Like, Iran's killing their own people like crazy. Actor detected, opinion rejected. No, I mean, at least this guy's a good actor. You know, just stick to reading the scripts, bro. It's just embarrassing, man.
Guys, what even happened? This guy says this.
It's the retard brigade. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. It's the retards. Look at them go. Oh,
they can't even play well.
This sounds like Bugs Bunny before they bring the fucking, you know, like the, you know, he's like, doing this. This is what he's like. Out from the fucking stage is like the cane, and they're like, come here, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. That's what it's like. Yeah. They some Looney Tunes now. Oh my God.
Man, I love seeing the police out there. It's a wondrous day.
I thought this shit was a noise disturbance.
Yeah, you're right. After 10 o'clock, Especially here in Texas, if you're in the city limits and it's after 10 and you go out and do all this shit, you get arrested. It's a noise violation.
Imagine being a person that's in that hotel.
Mm-hmm. You got to work the next day.
Imagine being a person that's just like, you're there visiting family for some reason or something happened, and you have outside a gaggle of morons that are playing outside at 1 in the morning. Refund? Exactly. Yeah, this is insane. And the Matt did you a chargeback? Exactly. This is nuts. Headphones? Imagine living in the apartments behind them. They go arrest these freaks. They do. See, this is the kind of, by the way, this is the kind of...
Well, you notice how they're not throwing shit anymore, right? You notice that?
Behavior that, like, I don't know why we tolerate this. I really don't. Like, if it was up to me, we'd put all these people in jail.
I agree. They should have a roundup party. Get, like, enough people, enough police officers to surround the group, and one by one arrest them and put them in like a school bus and haul them over to like the state jail.
I think these people
or
are
the local jail. Book them.
That's the way I see them. I see somebody like this. This looks like a future battery to me. This is crazy. It's unlawful, December-y. Yeah, disturbing the peace. Yeah, this is insane. LRAD. I like the sound of the LRAD. That sounds good. Yeah, I mean,
the LRAD is a beautiful thing, isn't it? The LRAD is a wonderful piece of technology.
Noise. They like fucking with people's eardrums and then with their brain making all these noises. So why not? Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, that's fair. Like, I mean, if you're going around causing...
The only problem with the LRAD is I think that even if you're in buildings, it could still fuck with you.
This problem, it only makes sense to use the LRAD on them. Protesters, and you can see here, too, they're already crashing out. Look at this.
See, the minute they start doing that, time to go to jail.
Bro. It's like
time to go to jail.
It's World War R. The R stands for retarded. Look at him go. Look.
The whole point of the barricade is to keep people from doing that. If they pushing through the barricade like that, it's time to go to jail. They should have like a do not touch sign, or they should like electrify it, so that way they can't touch it. If they do, they get like electrocuted. Or, they can just make a do not touch. If you do, you will be arrested, and have the guys that are here, like, stand in front of the gate or something, or like in the middle or something like that, you know?
You see them shining these lights at the police officers? They're trying to fuck people's eyesight up. This is a person who's trying to hurt you.
Bro, it's blinking, too. It's a blinking light. Look, it's blinking.
This is a person who's trying to hurt you.
Cause a seizure.
Look.
Man, them flashlights on like Amazon and stuff that have like 800 lumens that are like $80, bro. It's kind of crazy. You can really fuck someone's eyesight up with that shit.
That's crazy. The sun's really far away. Should I look at it? Nope. It's intended as harassment? Yeah, it is. You got these zombies going out there. And then this is finally what ended up happening. And I was very glad to see this too. And so anyway, this is what they did.
They get arrested? What happened?
Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is, the LRAD. There it is, boys.
Get out of here.
Isn't it beautiful?
If it does nothing, then why do it? Yep. To leave the property. 12 minutes.
That's right. Man, it sure is nice to see these morons getting what's coming to them. Isn't it a thing?
They got 12 minutes.
Well, there you have it. The warning has gone out.
Mm-hmm.
The cops are on scene. They're using this massive
They're about to get rid of them.
type speaker system.
Mm-hmm.
And these activists...
Yep.
It's about to be very uncomfortable for them.
Okay.
The group made up
They
of
just
mostly
going out there
University of
causing
Minnesota
problems.
Students have been warned.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like
there they are.
Getting ready to march.
They're gonna go get them.
Bro, right? You just get like a fire truck, get out there and like hose them down. I do miss those days.
Any minute now.
I remember seeing some videos of Sanders out there protesting and getting blasted with the water cannon.
They're lining up on the streets.
Then a warning has something.
If you really believe what you're saying, all these rich people, why aren't you down there protesting? You got all that money. You can you can catch a plane all the way to where they're at and get down there and protest. Why ain't you doing that?
Exactly. Oh, here we go. We'll watch. Look. See, they got the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
They got to use the sticks more.
Damn, it's a whole different ball game when you got police officers out there, ain't it? You can't claim that it's ICE doing anything now. It's all police. It's insane how quickly it de-escalated in Minneapolis once they got law enforcement out there, like state law enforcement. Oh, they get arrested. Oh, they're all arrested.
It's all police. It's not National Guard. It's not the federal military. It's not Border Patrol. It's not the Bureau of Prisons. It is the fucking police. Man.
I've counted at least 10 people now taken into custody. There's another one.
Fucking finally. Who do people say no one's been arrested? Hundreds have been arrested? Well, no, I mean, like, I'm happy now. Like, they need to get off. Oh, they're putting them on the retard bus.
The bars on the windows.
That's the prison bus.
Yeah, they hauling all their asses off to prison. They doing exactly what I said they should do. Look at that. It's a glorious day to be an American, isn't it?
The bars on
Maybe they just want a warm place to stay, right?
That's the prison bus. I haven't been on a bus since high school. Like a school bus.
Oh, there's a retard in chat.
I guess it kind of makes sense. When the fuck would you be on a school bus if you're not in school?
Bye-bye, retard.
But I'm just thinking about it. I haven't been on a school bus for a long time. Yeah, you go to retard jail, exactly. I was thinking about it.
Person? Hold on.
Short bus? No, they even had the people with mental problems get on our normal bus. They did. They're getting sent to the learning center? Yeah. Just saying, can you get a recap? Well, basically, they mobilized the police, and now the police are just totally fucking shutting these people down, man. And you can see, obviously, happening what happened is that these people were getting arrested like crazy. Look, watch.
All right, I'm outside the graduate hotel here on the University of Minnesota campus.
Yep.
In Minneapolis right now, and after multiple warnings, officers have moved in and they are making dozens of arrests. I repeat, dozens of arrests. I've seen at least 50 to 60 people rounded up. They're all sitting down across the street.
I love hearing that.
Yeah, taking him to the Leering Center.
Media is not being allowed to cross the railroad tracks right now, but again, we are being kept on this side.
It's about time, yeah.
To continue to do their job.
So quiet. Yeah, where's all the whistles?
Behind me,
where's the
buses
trumpets?
with the bars,
the trombones?
That's where all
the
of
tubas.
The suspects are being rounded up. Many of them will likely face
that's too bad, guys.
disorderly conduct charges again.
It's really
multiple
too bad.
warnings to leave the graduate hotel in Minneapolis. Anti-ICE activists suspected.
So all it needs to do is send in a Baldy with like Tom Holman,
making a whole bunch of noise, trying to disrupt their evening.
Even before that, like I think Trump called Tim Walz, and if I had to guess, this is what I think happened. I think that he threatened Tim Walz with something really serious, like that we were going to immediately put you in jail or something insane like that. And he said, if you don't do this, like, it's over. And the reason why I think that is why he said he's never going to run for office again. Because, like, who says that?
Yeah,
who
really.
goes from, I'm going to stand out my term and I'm going to be vice president? Who goes from that and in 6 months from that to I'm not going to run at all anymore? I'm going to totally leave. I'm not going to have anything to do it. He's shook.
Oh, yeah, he's terrified. Of course he is. He's fucking little baby bitch running. Tim Walz is cooked. He's done. I guarantee you when they did their investigation, when Trump sent those investigators to see what was really going on with that fraud, they found something, and they brought it to Tim Walz's attention, and Tim Walz was like, nope, no problems for me. I'm good.
Like, I think that's what happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Flippity flops? Yeah, exactly. Linked to
Well, even
Epstein?
before that, the minute that Trump said that he was doing an investigation into Minnesota's fraud, he was getting real quiet, you know?
No, I don't think he was. I don't think Tim Walz had anything to do with that.
And that's when the officers started moving in.
Yeah, he dropped the ball. Well, I think I felt the same way after Mamdani, after the meeting. I don't think it was really the same thing. Honestly, I don't think so at all. I think Trump liked Mamdani. I do. I mean, he's a likable guy.
the hell
If
is-
you want me to be honest, it's my opinion. I think he's a likable guy. But with Tim Walz, not so much. New city. Man.
I want Walz to go to jail too.
Just run him out.
Tim Walz needs to go to jail. Straight up.
Good point. Apologies for a crash out. Yeah, exactly. What do you think of John Fetterman saying? I love him. I think he's great.
Look at all those police, man. Man, it is a glorious day. Holy.
Also shook because he's connected to fraud, guaranteed. Yeah. I mean, that's what if I was Trump, that's what I would do. I would say, like, listen, like, you're gonna go to jail or we're gonna ruin your fucking life unless you play game or play ball.
Yep.
Like, you know, play the game, don't fuck around, and if you don't, we're literally gonna take you and we're gonna put your ass in prison.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay,
Whistles do nothing? Yeah, that's what I would do.
Back up! Back up!
Yep. There you go. Back it
I
up.
would easily give him a fucking pardon. I
Damn,
would-
look at all those people getting arrested. That is
I
beautiful.
would give Tim Walz a pardon in a second if he turned all this shit off, because 2 people have already gotten killed. Like, if he's gone, right? I mean, like, I get set an example, right? Set an example, but like that's gonna cost a lot, right? It's gonna be a lot. I would immediately let him go. I would. It's
Yeah, no, you know what I would do if I was Trump? I would get all the evidence that I got, and then what I would do is have the FBI release all the information on Tim Walz after I was done. Like, I would set it up in a way that would be like, well, I'm not going to prosecute you, but once I'm done with my term, I'd have it set up to where the next administration would be forced to prosecute him by, like, putting all those documents out in front of everyone's view that condemn Walz and everything he did. Straight up.
convenient, I think. Still got Frey to deal with? That's easier to deal with. That's way easier to deal with. That's so easy to deal with. What do you mean? Bro.
I think that it's funny that they're still trying to use gas masks because they think that they're still ICE in the National Guard. Bro, they're not going to try to disperse y'all. They're going to arrest y'all. That's what they're doing now. They're not dispersing y'all. They're trying to keep y'all off the streets, period. They're arresting your asses now. Putting you in jail.
Man.
That gas mask ain't going to do shit against a pair of handcuffs, boy.
Another one, huh? It's another one.
You are under arrest. Please sit down.
See, she forgot what she was even out there protesting. Isn't it crazy how these people just go from one fucking stupid cause to another? It's really unbelievable, isn't it?
Well, like, for example, like, it was, what was it? It was BLM. It was BLM, then it was, oh God, Israel and Palestine. Now it's this. Before that, it was like gender rights or whatever. Like, it's been something new every fucking year, dude. Like, at this point, come on. It's been something new every year.
Roy, those painter masks don't do shit against CS gas and pepper spray? I don't know. It probably. It's just, it's all a LARP to them. It is. Like, these people, that's why they say, why'd you use real bullets? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, abortion was another one.
They don't have a job? Yeah.
You see, they lost the transgender stuff whenever they started castrating children. That's when they lost that shit. I was like, oh yeah, sure, you guys can fuck off in a quarter and do whatever you want, but leave the fucking kids out of it, man. Kids don't deserve to have, like, if you're mentally ill as a child and you walk up to an adult and they're trying to fucking tell you that you're trans, nah, dude, it's time to cut that shit quick. Fuck that.
I was saying exactly. They need a hobby. They sure fucking do, man. You see Keir Starmer meeting with Putin? No, I didn't see that. Oh, actually, I did. I saw he looked like a loser. Oh, here we go. Look at this.
Oh, you can. Let me show you, but
You want to harass people, huh?
No.
How does it feel to be fucking harassed?
No.
How does
So
it
he
feel
did not deny he does work for. He did not deny it.
we're from.
Holy shit.
He did
How does
not.
it
Look,
fucking matter? How does it fucking feel?
he did not deny it. He did not deny it.
How does it fucking feel to be harassed?
Look.
Bro's at a fucking buffet. He's just trying to eat some food at a buffet. He's not in uniform. He's just trying to eat some food at a buffet. And just imagine if you were just trying to eat food at a buffet, and because you had like a Texas license plate or something, now you got to deal with this.
What the fuck?
I would just be calling the police. I wouldn't even be dealing with this. I'd be like, yeah, can you send somebody over? I'm scared for my life.
He said it was him.
Straight up.
He said it. He confirmed.
Look at all these women. It's all women doing this too. There's one dude.
God.
Look at this. Yeah, look, just because he had a license plate.
Jesus.
Big surprise, he has a license plate. Last time I checked, everyone's legally required to have one.
He did confirm. He works for Homeland Security.
Why does he have to answer to you? Why do these people seem to think that they can pull over random citizens that live in Minnesota or just passing through Minnesota and ask them to open up their vehicles and show them what's inside? Why do they have to answer to you? Last time I checked, law enforcement is supposed to do that, not you.
Oh my
God. Like, what are we doing?
Look at him go. See, I'm going to vote for whoever's going to put every single one of these people in jail. That's what I vote for. Whoever is going to take every single one of these people and lock them up like the animals they are, that's my guy.
But what really sucks about Minnesota is that their Second Amendment rights are so laxed, it's not even funny. And what's really sad is that if one of these people actually did, like, let's say that this is just a random dude. If he were actually scared and he shot one of these bitches that are around him, or these fucking hens that are trying to henpeck him to death, he would probably end up in jail for a long fucking time. Because the media would spin it in a way that made him look bad. And that's the unfortunate fact of it.
We're going to get rid of him. They doing it now? Well, no, they're not doing it the way I want it done.
Yeah, they need to round these people up. Like that, you literally go in. It's just one dude trying to eat some food at a buffet, and he's getting henpecked to death, literally, just for trying to get a buffet food. Like, come on.
But I want a lot more than that. That's a good start. It's nice. It's a step in the right direction. I agree. It's a slippery slope. Yeah, so's this. Too bad. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. Oh my God. Jeez, they're so loud. Jesus. Wait, they spawn camped him out of the buffet?
They are insufferable.
They spawn camped. He's just trying to get some food. And you got all these fat hogs running around after him.
See, he fucked up. He went to their home base. You can't go to their home base, man. You're asking for trouble.
God damn.
Man, I can't even. There is not a better example of mental health crisis in America than to look at what's going on in Minnesota right now.
God damn, look at this. And they're the ones that are complaining about random stops.
Exactly. I love how they're the ones saying all this crazy shit about what the federal government is trying to do, and they're the ones doing it. Literally doing it. Oh, but the random stops. I say just can't do random stops, and you have, like, videos circulating online of them doing random stops. Like, come on.
Oh, my God.
Searching people's vehicles and stuff.
Jesus, look at him.
Vigilante bullshit.
You're gonna tell me it's not me?
This is also crazy. Fellas, is it a Nazi to have a little motion? So
they are crazy, bro. Like I said, if they could kill you, they would. They absolutely would.
I don't know if this is AI or not. I'm kind of assuming it is. But this ICE agent has on fucking... Bro, he is iced the fuck out. Can you believe this? Oh my God. So this is a tragic photo of Alex Preddy, who, you know, is helping two disabled veterans with no legs learn how to walk again. But it turns out that it was an AI-generated image, and it has 2 million views, and everybody...
No way. That's fucking crazy.
Believed it was real. Isn't that crazy? The senator from my state, Dick...
Bro, did they, like...
Durbin, that's about right, talked about the petty shooting on the Senate floor and used an AI image as a prop. One of the agents in the picture doesn't even have a head. I don't know if this
Oh
is
my
fun.
God, it doesn't. What the fuck? You have to be kidding me. Oh my God, we have lost so hardcore. They are relying on fucking AI to fucking fix their own bullshit.
Funny or scary. There's no way this is true.
This weekend.
Is this real? No, there's no fucking way. Please tell me this is fake.
He got gunned down, guys. He got gunned down.
Oh my God, it is.
Alex Preddy.
Oh
37-year-old ICU nurse at a VA hospital.
This man's legacy is just destroyed because of these idiots.
Put it up.
How did he look at this picture and not see that one of the ICE agents didn't even have a fucking head, bro?
Show a photo of that scene, which is graphic. But
They're showing a photo of that scene. Man.
Is necessary to appreciate the horror of the moment.
I love how he does a preamble for showing the AI picture. Like, it'd be one thing if he just pulled it up and he's like, yeah, like, if you see this is what happened. Like, no, but you do a whole preamble and you're introducing this photo.
This photo shows the last second before the ICE agent killed Alex Preddy on the streets of Minneapolis.
What a fucking retard.
Right hand is his
Oh
camera,
my God.
left hand holding the ground.
And he's even explaining everything?
No gun, obvious.
Wow.
No effort to resist, obvious. This was a moment.
If you look at this AI generated photo, everything that I'm saying is obvious.
Oh, the fuck, bro. That's crazy. This is what, like, the third AI photo that big media has, like, even the pictures of him, like his face, like his mugshot or whatever, not like his mugshot in jail, but like pictures of him that they showed have all been edited by AI to make him look more attractive. To the point where, like, the AI even, like, altered the way his face was rounded, like his actual skull, to make him look more attractive. So people, whenever they see his picture on social media or whatever, they feel more sorry for him because he's attractive.
Man,
you pay
lost
for
his
this
life.
guy? We do.
He was characterized afterwards as an assassin, a domestic terrorist. The photo tells the story.
You know what's crazy about this is that I bet somebody on his staff doesn't like him, because it's not like he took this to Kinko's or something like that to have the have it blown up and made an image.
Motherfucker ain't even got a head, man. Like, what? How do you look at, like, look at this? What is this even, like, what is this? What is this guy even doing? There's just no shits that were given in this.
Right? Like, he didn't.
The person that made this was like, I can't say anything, but man, can I really fuck this administration up? You want to lie? Okay, we gonna lie for you.
And have them do it. He probably had somebody on his team do it. So that means somebody on his team probably saw this image and they might have thought, oh, wait a minute, this guy's gonna use an AI image. That's funny. Let's let it fucking happen. You know, so either there's two people that are retarded, or there's one person who's not retarded, and they just let it happen anyway. Aren't you glad your country is run by erectile dysfunctional geriatrics that don't know shit about technology? Yeah, I'm so happy about that. So watch this. This was fucking funny, right? So this stupid bitch, I remember back in the day, she used to be smart, but now she's a dumb bitch. Isn't that sad? So President Trump exposed ICE hunter Alex Preddy. So The story of Alex Preddy, read by Elizabeth Warren.
And what is such a big deal about this? The reason why it's such a big deal is because they tried to paint this guy as a peaceful protester and a non-combatant to ICE, and then supposedly they shot and killed him. They're still doing an investigation in the matter. But he's out here spitting at ICE, breaking taillights, throwing stuff at them, and it's like, well, actually, how much are we gonna lie here?
I want to make sure this is quiet so y'all can hear it. And another good ass day, yeah.
Caring for people was at the core of who he was. He was incapable of causing harm. Alex carried patience, compassion, and calm as a steady light within him. Even at the very end, that light was there. I recognized his familiar stillness and signature calm composure. Caring for people was at the core of who he was.
Yeah.
He was incapable
how it is.
of causing harm.
Wow.
Alex carried patience.
It's a peaceful rider.
And he's got a gun during this whole thing, too. Like, this was days prior. If they had arrested this man, he would be alive. He had a gun doing this. You have a firearm on you, on your persons, and you're sitting here being this combative with ICE agents. Like, what are you doing?
And calm as a steady light within him.
Oh my God. It's just embarrassing. Like, how is it that these people always fall off on the side of the fence, the people that are fucking retarded? It's like every single
That's right,
time
King
somebody
Trump
like this comes up and they try to make a fucking a hero out of them. Every time they try to make a hero out of somebody like this, it turns out that they a bunch of fucking
Well, I mean, like, look at George Floyd. He pointed a gun at a lady. He was driving around on fentanyl. Like, every hero these people have like brought to the light, every hero has been like fucked up in some way.
Man. And yeah, it's really crazy. You want to ask a question, and also like you gotta ask, here's the reality is that no person with any good intentions gets that close to a police officer and is yelling at a police officer. Like, normal people don't do that. Like, I guess, like, maybe this is not, like, and I'm not talking about First Amendment. It's your right to be able to do this, but it's also my right to say that you're a fucking nutball, right?
Right.
So, like, if you got these people that are going out there being violent, aggressive, hostile to law enforcement, running after them, chasing after them,
Vandalizing property, because that's what that is. If you kick the taillight off of a vehicle, that's vandalism.
them screaming at them, kicking their cars.
You realize that he not only he committed a felony right there, and the ICE agents didn't even realize it because he has a firearm. If you commit a crime while you have a firearm, it's a felony.
People that do this are the kind of people that used to be locked up in mental institutions. But now we don't have that happen, and so we got these animals running around causing problems. But the fact is that these people are nuts. No normal, well-adjusted person acts like that. Nobody goes and does some shit like this at all. So yeah, smashing a brake light isn't... No, I thought that kicking the brake lights off of a car was part of your First Amendment right. What do you mean? So yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else to say. And yeah, this is on Charlie. Called out Charlie. He's done much more political content. He's talked about two things political, right? I don't think he's doing political content. I mean, and also politics is part of social, like, you know, the social culture, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about politics at all. But it just depends on how you want to do it and what you want to say. And I just doubt if you deserve to be killed. Yeah, I mean, but
no one deserved to be killed for that. There was so much that could have been done to prevent this. That's the only sad part about this. If law enforcement had been rounding up people like what they're doing now, and were actually working with ICE like what they're doing now in Minneapolis, this wouldn't have been a problem. This guy never would have died. Same thing with Renee Good. If they had just worked with ICE agents from the beginning like they're doing now, this would have never happened. It's needless loss of life for no reason. ICE agents never stopped doing their job. They weren't halted at all. They continued to do their job unimpeded through the entire thing, other than having like a few instances and problematic children throwing stuff and breaking stuff around them.
Like, I think that every single time that you see one of these videos with these people that are bad actors, like, you really got to wait and think about it a little bit longer, right? And like maybe wait to find out more information. Like, I remember whenever this happened, And I said, damn, that doesn't look good for the ICE officer. And I still think they need to do an investigation, because it doesn't matter you kick the taillights off of a car. You can't be going around fucking, you know, like getting shot for that, right? I mean, obviously. But like whenever
I agree with
see
that.
something like
yeah,
this,
no, they need to do an investigation on the actual incident and let them figure it out, because they're the officials. They're the people that have to, like, you know, do that as a job. And if the ICE agent was found at fault, put the ICE agent in jail and continue with operations. You know, that's what happens when you have an incident at a workplace. You figure out what happened. You let the people that are in charge of that figure out what happened, and you let them do their full, thorough investigation. And once they're done with that, you know, keep on going. That's how it goes.
Okay, well, you know, you got some guy going around doing this. And, yeah, it's just like, this is obviously a bad actor. He's 100% a bad actor.
Okay.
And
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize for something the federal government's doing. That's just how it is.
let alone all that. Yeah, you should never, ever be touching an officer. Like, any of these people that's going around doing this, like, you don't have a right to get around and fuck with these police officers, man. You don't. And some of these people on the internet, and this is the thing I really want to get at and I want to hammer home and say again, is all of these people on the internet that are talking about how, oh, well, this is your right to be able to do this and all that. Like, these people want you to die for their political cause. And that's the main thing I want to say, because they want you to go out there and be collateral damage and get hurt and be killed so their political cause looks more sympathetic. Obviously, they would never do this themselves, and that's it. You have a right to be retarded. You do. But the moment that your retarded touches somebody else, suddenly problems can happen.
It doesn't matter.
That's just the way it is.
If you're committing a crime and you have a gun on your persons, it's a felony. Like, why are you out there kicking and punching and hitting ICE agents, federal agents, and you know for a fact you have a gun on you? No instructor that's going to give you a license is going to ever say that this is okay. A lot of instructors are going to tell you things that you shouldn't do while you have a firearm, and breaking the law by committing acts of vandalism and assaulting federal officers is definitely on that list.
Yeah, you can just die for the fucking
I
narrative.
guarantee you there are instructors now that are across that are in America that are talking about this and saying how dumb it was for this guy to be assaulting and breaking the law with him having a firearm. It's stupid. It's just a dumb thing to do. If you're going out there and you're being aggressive like this, leave your firearm at home. Leave it somewhere where you know it's going to be safe and not, you know, involved in this, because it's just asking for trouble if you're bringing a firearm to these protests like that and then committing acts of violence.
And that's all they want to do.
It is.
I
It's
don't want
basic
people to
common sense. Seriously. You really should. If you don't understand that, you probably shouldn't own a firearm, much less have the ability to conceal carry.
Narrative. I think that's bad. With a gun, by the way, yeah, you're out of your fucking mind doing that. You really are. And there's another part of this here. Well, let me listen to this too. Here we go. Man. So he's screaming at him. Wow.
I kind of agree with that. I agree with that. I feel like if you're at a protest, you don't need a firearm anyway. Like, it complicates a lot of shit. You are going to complicate something that really shouldn't be complicated. Like, if you are found with a firearm in a protest, you should now I know that I think you should be arrested. Like, you don't need a firearm if you're protesting. If you're rioting, you do. If you're doing stuff like this, then yeah, you probably want a firearm, don't you? When you're being aggressive, you're spitting at ice, you're breaking shit, you're throwing like frozen bottles of water at ICE agents, you're putting rocks and snowballs. Yeah, of course you're going to want a gun. Of course. Of course you're going to want a gun on you. I mean, why wouldn't you, right?
Well, nobody does this that's a well-adjusted individual. You're a nutball if you're going around Like, I mean, I don't know why we can't just say this, right? Like, if you're going around trying to track down police officers and harass them like this, you're out of your fucking mind. You're crazy. Like, who the fuck does this? Like, really? Like, this is what a nutball does, man. It's just so fucking stupid. He's asking him to assault him while armed. Yeah, I know. And nobody would.
Yeah, but just because it's your constitutional right doesn't mean that you shouldn't use your common sense. And most people's common sense should be sending up red flags that says, if I'm going to go out here and act the way this guy's acting, maybe I shouldn't have a firearm on me because it's illegal. It's a felony. If you go out and you vandalize and you spit at law enforcement officer and you have a firearm on you, it's a felony. It automatically escalates to a felony because you're held to that higher standard of you knew fucking better and you went out and did it anyway. Yeah, you have to disarm. You realize that you can't even have a gun around a school? If you have a gun in your car, it's a felony. You can't go into a hospital with a gun. You can't go into law enforcement stations with a gun. You can't be around fire departments with a gun. Like, you realize that asking people to not protest with a gun should be standard. Like, how is that not a thing? You realize that even if it's your Second Amendment, that private property can put up I think it's like an aught 6 or aught 7 or whatever that fucking thing is, and tell you that you have to leave your gun outside. Like, you realize that there's already laws in place for most places, right? So asking them not to bring a gun to a protest it makes sense. It does.
They do this, and it's just really, I hope that people realize that you can't do something like this and expect.
Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse, he had a gun. He gave up willingly. He didn't struggle with police officers. He had his hands up in the air. He was doing everything the cops were saying. I had to look that up after people kept saying it in the comments. And I agree. But unfortunately, we have to make laws for retards that don't want to follow the law. And that's just how it is. And it's very unfortunate.
Had to happen.
Kyle Rittenhouse absolutely did everything he was supposed to do. And I absolutely think he's a fucking legend for doing it. He showed what you're supposed to do if you have a gun in a protest. And the police get involved. Hands up. Yes, sir. How hard is that?
The other person is in the wrong, you're going to still end up dead. Like, that's the way it is. So I see this happen to somebody. I haven't seen this clip, right? He committed 3 crimes and he wasn't arrested. He should have been in jail.
I agree. It was legal what Rittenhouse did, and it's not legal what Petty did. You realize that if you have a firearm on you and you resist arrest, or you commit an assault on an LEO, a law enforcement officer, it's a felony. Anything you do with a gun on your persons is automatically escalated to a felony. Because you're supposed to fucking know better. You are supposed to know better. That's why they tell you in any fucking course that you take that involves a firearm, they tell you when you get pulled over, stick your fucking hands out the window. I have a firearm. Where is it located? On my right hip. I have a license to carry. Here you go. That's the first thing they tell you to do when you get pulled over. Comply with the police. So that way you don't get fucking shot. That's what they tell you.
Absolutely. This is the thing, is that everybody that advocated for not holding these people accountable, this guy is dead because you didn't hold him accountable. If he was held accountable and if he was put in jail and if something happened to him, he had his gun taken away, he'd still be alive today. But it's more important for these people for him to die for the cause and then them to AI generate a photo of him because he's not attractive enough for people to feel sad that he was killed. And so you AI generate a photo where you make him more attractive and then you put it out there so everybody's sad. It's so pathetic, isn't it? It really is. Can you imagine
That's
this?
a lie.
Let's take a look at this. Welcome inside a massive fraud scheme, and guess what? Minnesota, a building with over 22 healthcare providers. In fact, it was just exposed that this same building has billed over.
Yeah, but the minute that they told him to stop, and put his hands up, he complied. That's the thing. When you are being detained or you're being arrested by somebody who has a gun pointed at you, you should probably stop resisting arrest. Like,
dollars from
let's be honest
taxpayers
here.
over the years. So this is a third of $1 billion. Do you guys want to see where your money's going? I don't.
We left and we headed over to the next building that had 22 of the same home health care providers operating from inside of the building.
Right here you have
multicultural
home care. And right here it says it's open, but can't even get in. Another Reliance Recovery Center.
Reliance Recovery
Care Inc. Right here you have
no permit needed in Texas either. Don't need a permit in Texas anymore.
Minnesota. Another child care center. Welcome to Bright Beginning Center.
But what do you guys... Do you remember what I said before, bro? This is the tip of the iceberg. I said this before.
Think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota.
Sorry. No comments. Can I please?
Right here you have
No comment.
Serenity Quality Care.
Yeah.
All of these businesses are literally the same
I have three.
type of business.
I have 3 guns within arm reach of me all the time. So like Florida and Texas, man, we're like brothers at this point. Seriously.
Service in the same building. Another Convenience Home Healthcare Aid Inc. and Child Friendly Space.
Wow.
All these companies get money from the government. Why would you have the same company essentially inside of the same building, door to door? Right here, Queenly Home Healthcare.
I mean, like, they're literally building the second Krusty Krab right next to the first one just for more money.
In the same building. Another
Oh my
Convenience
God.
Home Healthcare Aid Inc. and Child Friendly Space. All these companies get money from the government.
Yeah.
Why would you have the same company essentially inside of the same building?
Fraud. That's the reason why it's fraud. Like, they've got 50.
I don't know what's going on in chat. It happens. It's been happening every day. So I've just been banning people that are idiots for the most part.
Door to door. Right here, Queenly Home Healthcare.
And also, like, isn't it crazy that there's never anybody around? Isn't that weird? And also, whenever they shut them down, nothing happened.
Red.
It just does not make sense. If you were trying to
Why are they not
operate a
in
business,
jail?
you'd want to have less competition. But here, they have all of their
Don't
competition
trade on
right
me.
next door. We're wondering, because we hear there's lots of fraud taking place here in Minnesota, and we're wondering, why is there so many of the same companies inside of this same building?
Why is that?
No, I don't know that.
What do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Bye-bye. Nick Shirley doing... That's right, man. Nick Shirley's doing the Lord's work. Straight up, bro. Nick Shirley is a freaking beast. He needs to hire a team of independent journalists now or independent investigators, and he needs to send them all across the country straight up. I want to see it. See this. Okay, bye. You're retarded. Bye-bye, loser. Sending... Yes, my good Fred. So emotional cup, go Parter commies. Trump 2028. That would be so funny. It would be so funny if Trump actually won 2028. If he ran and won. I don't think he's going to, but
I'm just asking you.
No, you
about
don't
the
have
fraud.
to ask me, okay? Don't ask me that question again.
Okay.
Okay?
Who can I speak to? Who can I speak to?
Right.
Okay. As soon as you confront about the fraud, they get angry.
And keep in mind, again,
can just let...
there is one person sitting outside. Like, I've been to these health plazas before. There's people everywhere. In any sort of a normal health plaza, there's going to be people everywhere. But there's nobody here. And you can see very clearly it was open, right? I mean, the sign said open. The guy, 2 people came to the door. What's going on here?
These people have these home healthcare companies. You're seeing them everywhere inside this building. What kind of fraud are they committing?
So there's false documentation being submitted to the state of Minnesota.
We really don't give this guy enough credit. We really don't. This is just one based boomer that is a patriot, cares about his country, cares about his tax money, doesn't want to see it going towards funding terrorism in Somalia indirectly, and he has gone out of his way for no money whatsoever to bring this to light to literally hundreds of millions of people. This wouldn't be possible. This video would not be possible without him.
For services never provided.
That's John America.
They're having
John
forms
America,
signed
is that
in
right?
advance for services that were then never rendered. As far as a year or 2 years in advance, they'll have someone sign these forms, at one sitting, and then they just file those with the state of Minnesota, and nobody from the state of Minnesota bothers to check that those services were ever provided.
That's right. So they're essentially just using people, saying that they have these services provided months or even years ago.
Maybe I should say that whenever a bunch of people start watching. Just be like, oh, Trump can run for a third term. See how many of them like pop off so I can ban them in chat.
Filing the paperwork and then receiving money.
Do you remember what I said about people that file kids on their tax returns and then they get a child tax credit? This is the same fucking thing. And like, it is so common, you guys have no idea.
I think capital punishment's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh. I don't want to see people get killed. Jesus Christ. Just send them back.
How prevalent this is. It's insane.
Money from the government.
Right, and the Somali
Oh, you're saying, oh, that's funny as fuck, dude. Oh my God, I was like,
run for governor?
So
Yeah.
everybody's in on it, and they
They're
don't
all
want to
in on
talk,
it.
as you can see.
And for this building, I'm going to give an estimate of around $30 million for how
Wow.
much fraud is taking place. That is a very low estimate.
That's what they need to do. See, this is what I think they need to do if they want to approach this problem. You need to find the business that is the most easy to identify as fraud, and you need to investigate and subpoena their communications. And if you can do that, you will unravel the entire web. Because I bet they're all on WhatsApp or Telegram or Facebook or some other chat messaging app, and they're all talking to each other discussing this fraud in depth. So
oh
as
yeah,
soon
for
as you
sure. Like, I guarantee you, if they were to debank Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar and subpoena all their phone records, all their social media accounts, everything, they would figure out everything in a matter of like days, if not hours, for sure. They would probably find if I'm not saying they're guilty, but I mean, holy shit. I mean, what better way to seem like you're guilty than dropping out of the next election just instantaneously, days after the video like Nick Shirley's was posted? I mean, it looks pretty bad.
Have one, it's going to be like a domino effect, right? Where it's like one person is connected to two other people, which are connected to two other people, which is like, and it multiplies and it multiplies and it multiplies, right? And that's the way that you go after this. If they want to solve this problem, all they need to do is get one.
Oh, damn, Nigel entered the slaughter.
Rights, get their communication, and then be able to use that as a justification to go after everybody else. That would be my approach for it. I think that's the best way to do it. Planter could uncover it in like 5 seconds, maybe 5 nanoseconds, but yes.
However,
So insular, it is so basically tight-knit that they don't want to get thrown out of the community for expressing anything that's different. So Minnesota is grieving, but we're resolved. The support we've received across the country has energized us and given us hope. It's time for the federal government to draw down their forces and
You want to see what actual fascism, dictatorship, and like what the Gestapo look like? Tune into Iran every once in a while. How is it that you care more about what's going on in Minneapolis than you do about the genocide that's happening in Iran? How's that?
allowing freedom, opportunity.
They're saying that there could be over 30,000 people that have been killed over there.
For everyone.
You don't care about that. If you did, you'd be more concerned about what's going on in Iran. You just want to have an ideology. That's all you want.
Keep tweeting, keep tweeting, Tim.
That's why I don't even try to engage in conversation with a lot of these fucking lobotomites that get into the chat and act stupid. There's just no point. Like, if you can't even see reason with that, there's nothing that we can talk about.
Keep sending out the police, okay? You can tell your mentally ill followers whatever they need to hear. Let me see if I can show you. Tim Walz. And this is how bad it is. He said that he's never going to run for office again. He's done. It's over. Just a minute. My audio program, I think, is crashing again because it's a piece of fucking shit. Give me a second. I got to fix this. Yep, that's right. That's good. Trump. Think about it like this. You have been gamaged by a 23-year-old virgin YouTuber that doesn't know what benevolent means. You're you were about to be the vice president, but instead of that, you have been completely fucking destroyed by a 23-year-old virgin YouTuber. Mr. Shirley, I don't feel so good.
We're already doing it.
Do you regret jumping out before such a consequential moment?
No, and part of it was true. We're already doing it.
Do you regret jumping out before such a consequential moment?
No, and part of it was true. Look, I recognize that I'm a lightning rod, and this is a tough. It's a tough space for I'm in because I know they hate me personally, and they take it out on my constituents because old white guys who are former governors tend to land on their feet okay, type of thing. But in all fairness,
yeah, we got to fix that. I think he's right. You know what? That's true. It's like, how is it that like you have like this privilege of just being an old white man and like you get to just retire and then nothing happens to you? I think we might need a little bit of DEI. You know what, guys? Maybe DEI is not that bad after all.
No, anything's better than that. Please, don't bring that back.
Damn.
Single-handedly annihilated the fucking the most jobs. No, no.
Second thought. Wow.
Office again.
So informed, you play WoW most. They didn't give a shit about any of this. They're only saying that as a defense so they can defend their illegal alien indentured servants so they can keep them on the payroll longer.
And there it is. And there it is.
And get
Isn't
their
it a
houses
beautiful
defended.
thing?
Fact is, due process, it's got nothing to do with that. Don't actually care. Do you really think they care about the due process? What about the due process of the officers getting voted to do this in the first place? They don't give a shit about due process. Like, it's got nothing to do with that. Same as like the people that were in January 6th. You think people cared about due process? They all got locked up categorically? No, they didn't care about that at all. The fact is that they don't give a shit about any of this. They're only saying that as a defense so they can defend their illegal alien indentured servants so they can keep them on the payroll longer and get their houses cleaned and their lawns mowed. That's the reason.
There it is. There it is, boys.
Reason why. And then the politicians are supporting it so they can keep these people voting for them. That's it. So you don't think Mancoso government's completely infested by these rats? I think so, but cutting the main guy a deal and having him roach out on other people later on, I think that'd be a good thing.
That's not possible. You have to have a brain in order for it to melt. I mean, Coco Melon solved that problem.
So yeah, in source file it says urban governments to foment violence if they're implicated in fraud. Maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I think honestly, Tim Walz, like whether he's implicated in fraud or not is a separate issue than this, in my opinion. But we have this guy, a YouTube video destroyed this guy's entire career.
It did. Yes, it did.
I really don't. I think Tim Walz would be high on the hog if it wasn't for Nick Shirley's YouTube video. I think we won 1/100th the amount of fucking attention. I think they went and set this bitch on fire. What? Why?
Wait, what? Wait, what happened? Whoa, hold on. Massachusetts governor claims that her state is not a sanctuary state, despite cities like Boston reportedly denying 100% of ICE detainer. Yeah, they're all trying to come up with a new name for a fucking sanctuary state because Trump's cutting that funding on Sunday.
Is not yeah, thank God. And say her name, went to a puppy, a fake sale, went to lure her out to an area where she was ambushed.
She went to buy a puppy, but it was a fake sale meant to lure her out to an area where she was ambushed, killed, and set on fire.
Killed and set on fire?
Jesus.
Wait, so these people, they went and set this bitch on fire? What? Why? Why? What the fuck? God damn. What a bunch of fucking animals. Jesus. Like, what the hell's wrong with them? Oh my God. Yeah, because she white? I mean, I do think that definitely, I think 100% the media gives a degree of, This is the resistance here. This is it. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God, this.
Who said AI videos have a time limit? Everybody? The problem only generate things in small windows. Generally true. 30? Okay.
Back America, where we prepare ourselves for the resistance by building shit for cheap.
If you protesting peacefully, what the fuck do you need a shield for? Hello? If you're protesting peacefully, why would you need a gun and a shield?
Okay. It's 30? It's still not a minute and a half. Still not a minute and a half.
Back America, where we prepare ourselves for the resistance by building shit for cheap. A few months back, I showed you guys how to make a lightweight self-defense shield, but I knew I could do better, so today we're going to improve on our design. This old rain barrel was 20 bucks on Marketplace, and I can get 3 shields out of it. I've had this jigsaw for about 10 years, and it finally died during this project, but all good things must come to an end, and we're going to finish it with the Sawzall. I'm using one of these drums because they're impact-resistant and lightweight, so you can remain fairly mobile while protecting yourself from non-lethal projectiles. Although it does seem more and more these days that the lethal ones are what we really need to start preparing for. You might notice that I'm not sounding as gleeful and haha jokey as I usually am in these videos. Frankly, I'm just not feeling it right now. I have this old shitty tarp that's got a bunch of holes in it anyway, so I'm going to use it to reinforce the shield's durability. I'm layering it with this fiberglass resin, which is what they use to repair boats and cars and shit, and it's pretty fucking strong stuff. My dad has a sick Mustang that's been wrecked probably a dozen times from various whoopsie-doos, but the man is an artiste with the Bondo, and every time they crash it, he's got that car looking good as new. You can see after 24 hours, this stuff dries rock hard, unlike the micropenes of these fucking insecure Gestapo terrorizing the country. But the edges are kind of sharp, so I covered them with some heavy-duty duct tape. The last detail I gotta figure out is how to get some handles on this thing. I like the idea of Velcro because it can be ripped away freely when you are inevitably assaulted for exercising your right to peaceful assembly. So I'm attaching some
you need a shield to peacefully assemble, right? You need a riot shield to peacefully assemble. You can't like not have your peaceful. You can't have your freedom brick, your peaceful brick, your frozen ice peaceful water bottle, your rock in snowball peaceful world globe thing, and you damn sure can't have your peaceful shield, right? It's for peace.
Peaceful assembly with the shield.
This old leather belt and the surface of the shield. Unfortunately, I didn't think ahead and use industrial Velcro, so this stuff isn't very strong, and as you can see, it absolutely did not work. That's okay, I'm already...
You know you could have just made this shit out of wood, right? You know, wood's been around for like thousands of years. People have been using wood for like centuries. Could have just made it out of wood. Wood would have been easier. Just saying. It probably would have cost like half the price of that damn barrel too. And it would have produced way less waste as well. Just saying, you know. Just throwing that out there.
Pissed off today, so why not just add some fuel to the fire? My next idea was to attempt to plastic weld on these
even put like some door handles you had like in a garage or something on it.
Cable legs that I have from the solar dehydrator. These are the perfect size and shape for handles, and I was pretty psyched when I found them in one of my junk bins. Next time your family or friends try to have an intervention on all the shit you keep, just show them this video. I wasn't confident that the plastic weld would be enough to support the shield, so I layered up a bunch of fiberglass resin, hoping that would be good enough. 24 hours later, I was met with surprise and demise as my handle quickly busted off when met with some leverage. After that, Jake was duly pissed, but don't worry, dirt babies, we're not done here. If anybody has any ideas, let me know in the comments. In the meantime, let's get a little more serious.
Bro couldn't even make the shield the right way. Ain't nobody getting tackled and gassed anymore. They all getting arrested. That's the best part about it. The Minneapolis riots are over. They're done. It's all a bunch of idiots that are just standing out there making noise at like 1 or 2 a.m. that are getting arrested now. It's done. There's no protest. There's no revolution. It's over. Like, the Minneapolis Police Department are arresting people now. It's crazy how some of these people are just so confined to their own, like, nonsense that they don't even realize that there's nothing. They're not gassing anybody anymore because they're not trying to disperse the crowd. They're using an LRAD to disperse crowds, and they're arresting people. Duh.
Oh, God. Is this satire? As far as I know, it's not. Leftists are releasing videos teaching each other how to make shields. He completely failed to do it, and he starts monologuing. Is this real?
I started this video a few days before Alex Preddy was executed in the street.
What happened to the
Now that
shield?
I see this video, it rings out as performative to me. And I think in reality, while making a shield is sick, and maybe it'll come in handy if you're facing off against a non-lethal round in the streets. We got to get serious.
What are
I
you
have to
doing?
get serious. I'm not going to fucking sit by anymore and twiddle my thumbs and wonder how much I should engage with this for my own mental health. Blah, blah, blah.
Mental health. Jesus Christ. Too much work. Posts it for updates anyways. Stunning and brave for the cause. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. It needs a glory. Oh my God, he spent days making this, like hours over multiple days working on this project. You know, you can make a shield that's really easy. Why even need a...
Just use wood, man.
Good idea, but you need to think better about the handles. Drawback, the shield won't break, but it will transfer blunt damage to him. Normal shields are made to
His wife's boyfriend is gonna be mad when he sees why he borrowed his tools.
His wife's boyfriend is going to be mad when he sees how he borrowed all of his tools. Captain Miserable. Imagine being this much of a failure when you could have simply made something out of a 2x4 with far less effort for that matter. Instead of fiberglass, use Kevlar. So funny that this individual thought that they'd never heard of a wooden shield used all throughout history. Yeah, nobody used wooden shields, guys. Oh my God. If you have the skills to make these, then get a job. Yep, and that's why he doesn't have a job. So that's the way it goes. Why not just buy one on Amazon? I don't know. Maybe his dad didn't let him use the credit card for that, and so he had to do something else instead. I think that's probably what happened. And where's a few more of these here? But yeah.
No relation, was sued for millions of dollars because memes have been hilarious.
Okay, so this is supposedly how Ilhan Omar got her wealth. There was talk that she had a wine company, right? But I'll have you know that it's against her religion to own and or partake in wine or any kind of like alcoholic beverage in general, right? So why does she have a fucking company where she allegedly made millions off of that got sued for fraud?
They want to cheat? Yeah, they want to get a bunch of illegals in there and vote.
And hilarious, and what's also hilarious,
I think kind of funny. Look at this.
Winery, the memes have been hilarious, and what's also hilarious is that we were able to trick the corporate media into finally covering this fraud. Here's Forbes saying, we don't think that Ilhan Omar's fake winery grew by 10,000% in value in a single year.
That's a lot of money.
Given the fact that it's not real, that they haven't posted on social media since 2023. They don't make any wine. They don't have a physical location, and they were sued for fraud for literally being a fake winery.
They got sued for
inside
fraud.
of the lawsuit that we read through here. Ilhan Omar's third husband, no relation, was sued for millions of dollars.
Because there's talk that she had married her like first cousin or something at one point or something like that.
Because the winery was in fact fraudulent. And for all of you who wondered what happened in this lawsuit, they settled out of court.
Oh, how fucking convenient. They settled out of court over their fake winery.
So what does that tell you?
Who knows? Nobody
also,
knows.
many people were asking, how can a practicing Muslim own a winery? Well, the answer to that is she can't. Get a load of this. No, Muslims are not allowed to drink wine or any other form of alcohol according to mainstream Islamic teaching.
I don't know if they can sell it.
Of course, the style of law that Ilhan Omar
they're not even allowed to own it.
Practices and is very proud of. Yet, is she allowed
That's too
maybe
bad,
to own a winery?
It was her brother? Oh God, that's worse.
Maybe she didn't drink it. She just needs to own it. No, Muslims are not permitted to own wineries or any businesses.
Oh, look at that. Interesting. It's almost as if she moved away from her country that probably would have killed her if this happened in her country to America and then tried to change Americans. Yet she doesn't even follow her own. That's weird. She doesn't follow her own religion? It's weird. And you can't bring up Trump coin because Trump coin is still an active coin. It's only a scam if he were to take all the money and run and crash the coin, but the coin hasn't crashed. It's gone up and down based on his approval ratings. That's not even a valid thing to compare it to.
Product selling, profiting from alcohol.
I think it's weird that he owns a fucking coin. Sure, it's weird, but he's not doing what a lot of these YouTubers do, which is goad their people to get it and then take all the money out.
Mainstream is
they can have it or sell it. Yeah,
this isn't the first time that people have said no. Fraud claims, wine money, Sharia, ethical storms around Ilhan Omar's husband and her. How does she own a winery? That's
right.
This probe had better look into some of the evidence of Ilhan Omar's winery before it disappears.
They gotta get rid. Yeah, they're gonna try and delete
video,
it. That's obviously what they're gonna try and do.
Showed you
100%
a website.
Absolutely.
That Ilhan Omar's winery appeared on.
So
the
is it
winery,
still there?
Called S Crew LLC, found here at this strange empty address, had a website.
So you're telling me even she's doing these bullshit companies?
Yeah, that should tell you everything you need to know right there. If she's doing this, and all the places in Minneapolis have been found with fraud, and people have gotten arrested and stuff. They're in jail now. That should tell you everything you need to know. That Obviously, it's from the top down. Like, come
They're
on.
just all doing it. It's all the way down.
It is.
Oh
and
my
we showed
god.
you the URL. There's the URL right there.
You gonna refresh
that URL? Now, if you go and you copy it and paste it right here,
let's
the
do
exact same URL.
It's the leering wine. Oh my god. It's the leering winery, dude.
See, now it's gone.
Roach out. Roaching out. Absolutely. Because they're getting exposed. There's fraud everywhere. I told you guys, like, y'all have no idea how bad it really is. These people are total fucking parasites. If we got these people out of the country, everything would be a lot better. I'll tell you that for a fucking fact. Total
the entire
parasites.
Page has been scrubbed. Now there's no more. Crew LLC. Let's go ahead and put it into the Wayback Machine. Maybe we can just find it
Yep,
here.
here we go.
You know, the Wayback
Top to
Machine has
bottom. Yep, top to bottom.
everything
The whole
logged,
way.
right? Well, don't have actually a lot logged for this, but here's a thing.
January
Let's go ahead
3rd.
and find it.
Let's see it.
And we get nothing. And it's not just us getting nothing. Get a load of this. And Newsmax.
Nobody else can
last
find
night,
it.
They had
Is
a
that
report
right?
Where they tried to do the same thing.
Anyway, it gets weirder. Up until yesterday, Benny Johnson was able to find their supposed inventory bottles and all the things they have, their office location, and a bunch of other information on the business. But as of today,
they deleted it.
Those sites are totally shut down. And any mention of their website has been wiped off the internet. I'm talking gone.
Bro, Nick Shirley brought the Eye of Sauron to Minneapolis. He brought the full wrath of the federal government straight to Tim Walz's doorsteps. Don't you just love to see it?
Back Machine, all these other crafty little archive sites, everything is gone. Like, deleted the root
Is Asmon
service.
racist? Unfortunately not. Sorry.
I told my computer buddy Jim.
Not really.
He couldn't even
I love
find it. It was some
racist jokes,
fancy
though.
AR jargon
I do.
bot machine for recovery. I don't even know who was explaining it to me. He couldn't even
Sorry.
So what happened?
Yes, it was promised to them 2,000 years ago. Didn't you know that? It was promised to them 2,000 years ago.
Who has the power to shut off the Wayback Machine? And maybe they're just broken. I mean, some people are reporting that there's outages there.
Yeah, sure.
But I haven't been able to
Mistakes
get it
can
to
happen.
work at all today. So what's going on with Ilhan Omar's fraudulent winery?
I can't wait till they investigate this bitch. I do. Like, if they end up deporting her, I am going to lose my mind.
I would be so happy. And now they're actually trying to put ID back in, they're trying to put valid identification into voting. Just so everyone is aware, if they pass that, it's going to be a great day in the U.S. If they pass that you have to have a valid form of identification at a voting booth, it's going to be great. It's gonna completely like shamble all of this.
I am.
And by the way, you remember how LA was giving out all those trucker licenses? And you know what's crazy is Tim Walz signed a bill in 2023 giving anybody an ID. So they had pre-planned for this years in advance. It's all coming together, boys.
And I am very, very happy about this. This is going to be amazing. And if that does happen, I will be thrilled. There might be a Chinese copy of that site. They exist. Maybe you're right. It's gone even on the Wayback Machine. That's not suspicious. Yeah, and website was running on rice and bananas. Yeah, and I guess they ran out of rice. Owner of Ice Out. We've got a big one here, lads.
Oh, wait a minute. That lady, the lady that I had, I looked at a couple, oh my God. The Somali lady that said that the ICE officers like SA'd her and stuff and called her the N-word. She got arrested. She got thrown in jail. She got thrown in jail. Oh my God. Where did I even look this up? Somali. Actually, you know what?
Back in court this morning where a judge
No. Hold on. Wait. I don't think I can find it. That's what sucks. I'm going to look it up on my phone and see if I can't pull it while we...
I own...
Let's see. Here. I'm going to put this up.
That is the worst fake seizure I have ever seen. Knock it off.
This is not what I thought it was. Agent's property damages. ICE continues to arrest violent offenders. There we go. We'll watch this one here.
The streets, the worst of the worst. Today, DHS announced the arrest of 5 violent illegal immigrants over just a 24-hour
These are the people
period.
they protecting right here.
They include 2 accused sex acts with minors, one with an assault conviction, and another convicted of assault with a deadly weapon. President Trump praised the operations in Minneapolis and other cities.
We have brought down crime very substantially in Minnesota. We've taken out thousands of hard criminals, hardened, vicious, horrible criminals. New Orleans, Louisiana, I was asked by the governor of Louisiana to help them with New Orleans. It was a disaster, and crime is down 54% in about 3 weeks.
The operation in Louisiana that the president was talking about is called Catahoula Crunch. And since early December, agents in and around New Orleans have continued arresting nearly 300 criminal illegal immigrants. Republican Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry is in focus. And Governor, it is great to see you. The last time we were together on that HBCU campus in Southern University. So it's good to see you today. Talk to me about what is working on the ground as you work with ICE.
Well, look, first, Harris, we'd love to have you back on Southern's campus and love to have you dancing with the band again. So, again, thank you for having me. Look, again, when ICE agents came to Louisiana, we made it clear that we wanted to ensure that we took criminal illegal aliens off of our streets. I mean, we have seen a reduction in crime. A lot of that has been because of the resources and assets and the cooperation that President Trump and Secretary Noem have given to the state of Louisiana. And it is real. It is tangible. Our people are safer today because of those operations. What's going on in Minneapolis is really a dereliction of duty by those government officials who are basically stoking this type of protest. Remember, the president, Secretary Noem, those ICE agents are simply following the law. Those are laws that were passed by Congress. Those are immigration laws. It's been decades of basically borderless, open borders that Democrats have allowed these people to pour in. And the president said it time and time again. The people that were coming over the border, a lot of them were very violent. They were emptying our jails. We had child predators. We had a lot of drug trafficking going on, human trafficking, and the Democrats just sat there, just mum's the word, did not care, dog whistling them in. And then they wreak havoc on our cities, and we have to do something about it. But in Louisiana, it's a safer state today than it was before.
Look, obviously, there are pockets in the country of Democrat-led areas as well. You've got Houston, Boston, where they are. Well, look at Mayor Bowser in Washington, D.C. early on in this process, cooperated with ICE. I thought this was an interesting development. Apparently, Attorney General from Minnesota, Keith Ellison, has told Tom Homan the borders are now.
There's pictures of her mugshot online.
Signaling that now entities can and may begin giving notice to ICE should they be housing and then letting go any wanted criminal illegal aliens. That seems to be a shift. But that's how the law works. So are they no longer a sanctuary city would be what I would ask.
Look, if Keith is going to do that, look, my kudos out, big shout out to him as well. Because
I'm not
again,
signed in.
That's just common sense.
I'm not signed into Facebook, but check this out. Hold on. Check this out. This will have your whole day. Check this out. I don't know if I can. The fuck? Whatever. But this is You remember the lady with the Band-Aid on her head? She got arrested afterwards. She's better known as the Rice and Banana Girl, was arrested today on charges of obstructing law enforcement operations. Apparently Band-Aids are not needed when obstructing ICE, just for press conferences. She wasn't wearing them. She's not wearing them in the new mugshot. She actually got arrested for lying. What was I saying whenever I noticed the Band-Aids on her head? I was like, why the fuck would you have Band-Aids? If it's a serious, like, injury, then you would have stitches. Like, it's so weird that you would have Band-Aids. She got arrested. She's gonzo.
Would you want to allow violent
Don Lemon,
criminals
W.
on your street? I mean, why would you do that? I mean, that's the whole reason we have bail. That's the whole reason we have a criminal justice system. But if you come into the country...
Well, you realize that we've been deporting illegals as far as, like, almost ever. So they have a process to deport them. They're just doing the process. I mean, that's what they're doing.
Came into the country illegally, and then you commit violent acts, that gives us the ability to immediately deport you and get you completely not only off of our street, but out of our country as well, and that keeps people safe.
Mm-hmm.
There is new Fox polling, and I want to get your reaction to this. It shows 52% of voters overall approve of President Trump's job performance on...
Damn, there it is. I love these people. I mean, this is Fox, so it's probably going to have a biased percentage, obviously. But I've noticed that from other sites as well. The number's higher or lower, so we won't really know until the midterms are over.
Looking party by party, 85% and 89% of Republicans approve of Trump's job on immigration and border security. So he's doing well there. But when you look at the majority, the number is much lower. How do you account for that?
Yeah, again, I just think it's a lot of propaganda. I mean, I'd like to go and ask those same Democrats if they like...
There's a shitload of propaganda.
Their communities to be dangerous, or they want their streets safe? Do they want their children to be able to walk to school, or do they want to have to worry if they send them on the sidewalks that unfortunate, violent things are going to happen to them? And I would like to see what that response is. But when you lean in and you make public safety the #1 priority.
It should be. Like, any person that's in office, any person that's running a state, their #1 concern should always be the public safety. It should be for the safety of the people that voted you in. And obviously the ones that didn't necessarily vote you in but are American citizens. Duh. I mean, a
historic executive order to combat the scourge of addiction and substance abuse. Big deal in this.
Bro, I love how people are still trying to shit on this man. He's actually trying to help people that have substance and, like, addiction abuse.
Country and probably.
Then you got people like Tim Walz saying that they're trying to do it and then taking all the money, sending it to Somalia.
Yeah. We're calling it the Great American Recovery Initiative.
Wow.
I'm grateful to be joined by co-chairs of the sweeping new
Just
efforts.
another W on Trump's rap sheet, right? Like,
Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Senior Advisor to the White House, Great American
an absolute
Recovery
retard. Bye-bye, lobotomite.
Catherine.
Enjoy the Shadow
Bergam.
Realm.
Thank you both very much.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Louder? I got it all the way up, bro. Like, I can't even get it more up than it's been up. It's up as a motherfucker. What do you mean?
You're doing a great job, Catherine. Right? Do we think so? Who's doing a better job?
I turn the music off, maybe make that easier for you. How about that?
Ain't gonna lie, the more things that this man signs, I'm finding it harder and harder to take a fat shit on him. I don't know what to say, dude. I seriously don't. How can you look at him trying to help out drug abuse and like alcohol abuse as a bad thing? How?
I'm just getting started.
They're both doing very well. Now you're
Like, anyone with half a brain cell would look at this and be like, this is awesome. Like, what?
Yeah.
Thanks as well to Attorney General Pam Bondi, Secretary Doug Burgum, Secretary Scott Turner, Secretary Doug Collins.
They used to change the weather.
It's a great product.
Is that it?
David McNeil. David, congratulations. But now that in families, every year we lose an estimated 300,000 people to drug and alcohol abuse.
I agree. I don't agree with everything Trump is doing. I think that ICE agents could be a little less aggressive. I think that, you know, there are some things that can change, sure. But overall, Trump has done a fucking shitload of stuff. He has done more stuff in his first term, his first year in office than Biden did in 4 years, and then, and to be quite frank, than he did his first 4 years, if I'm being frank. He's done a shitload. I can't even, I'm finding it harder and harder to find a reason to dislike him. I'm genuinely finding it hard. Because, like, everything he's been doing with the housing, like keeping big business out of housing, getting rid of the illegals, helping out with Medicare, not Medicare, but like lowering the prices of prescription drugs, pulling out of all these like foreign contracts that we've signed up for, where China's paying like 64 mil, and we're paying like millions, almost $1 billion. Like, I mean, goddamn, like, Jesus, like, what are we doing here, you know?
The number is probably much higher than that. Yep. Thankfully, drug overdose deaths plummeted by 21% in the last year. We're working very hard on it. We've closed the southern border, seized over 47 million fentanyl pills and 10,000 pounds of fentanyl powder. That's a record.
Shit.
And I have formally designated Dr. And I'll tell you what, we have a group of doctors, some of them behind me, who have just been incredible, and they've really wanted this, designated the drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. And for some reason, they didn't want to do that.
That's right. You got to spend money to make money. You damn straight. And you also got to figure out where all the fraud money's going too. I mean, that's a good start. That's a real good start.
Yeah, it was so stupid. They should have done that from the beginning. Really, it's obvious.
In the Gulf of America. That sounds.
It's not that he's not trying. That's what I appreciate about it. It's not the lack of ignoring the problem. He's addressing the elephants in the room. I mean, fuck's sake, he even ended the Israel-Palestine war. Like, come on. That's what they were bitching about prior to the fucking Minnesota stuff. They just needed something new to bitch about, that's all.
I forgot all about the Gulf of America.
Drugs entering our country by sea are down 97%. So when you see the boats being hit, those boats kill on average 25,000 people a boat. So that's 25,000, I would assume mostly American lives, but lives are being saved. Now we're taking a bold action to help Americans struggling with all forms of addiction so they can get the help and the support that they need to free themselves from the horrible burden of dependency. The Great American Recovery Initiative will bring together federal, state, local, and private sector resources to support addiction, recovery, treatment, and prevention. And it will help mobilize the full resources and authority of the federal government to help stop this tremendous plague. And I'd now like to invite Secretary Kennedy to start, and then Catherine Burgum, and then I'll sign the order, which I've just signed, and want to make sure the signature was
Gulf of America, right? Like, go Trump, man. Like, Trump has done a lot. He's done a lot, and this is just his first year. You realize that he's now sending the flagship of aircraft carriers over to Iran to help Iran now? Like, he got Maduro, he fucking like how and then you look at all the propaganda that's being spun about everything in Minneapolis with the AI images that are coming out, and you have senators on the floor in the White House using AI propaganda images of Pratty, and it's like, was there ever a reason to hate Trump as much as everyone hates him? Like, if you really like look at the baseline of it, you know, like, what's the big deal?
Not pretty good. Let's give it.
How much of it was just fake, straight up?
For Catherine. But I'd like Bobby to say a few words, and Catherine. Thank you very much, everybody. Please.
Mr. President, thank you for your leadership, for signing an executive order that tells the truth about one of the greatest challenges that our country faces. Addiction is not a moral failure. It is a disease. It's chronic. It's treatable. And for too long, our nation has responded with fragmentation, with stigmatization, and silence instead of science, compassion, and coordination. Today, President Trump
This is a huge problem. I don't think people realize how bad this is.
Initiative, we finally bring the full strength of the federal government together.
His voice is getting
across
better.
But you're banned. Law enforcement, housing, labor, faith communities, and the private sector.
Yeah, if you believe that, I think it's better than it was.
Restore families and rebuild communities that addiction has hollowed out.
Yeah.
Nearly 50 million Americans suffer from substance use disorder.
There you go.
Many never receive treatment. Even more don't believe that help is possible.
I love how we're the fascists and the commies, and they're literally signing a bill into law, or not a bill, but he's trying to do a presidential thing, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't think of the name right now. That will put and make it easier for people who are suffering from drug abuse and drug addiction, and make it easier for them to get help. And we're the Nazis and fascists, guys. How could you possibly fucking defend that? Like, what? How?
That is not because recovery doesn't work. It's because our systems have failed to reach the people where they are early
They treat
enough,
addicts like
long
criminals and
enough,
not victims.
with
It's a
dignity.
huge problem.
This initiative fixes that.
And you know what's crazy is earlier this year, people in DC were getting rounded up and put in jail. And you, even God and the Fish said, we can't just put them in jail. Well, we can't just leave them there. So guess what Trump fucking did? He went out and he's fixing the fucking problem. He's literally fixing the problem, and they're still bitching and complaining. It's an amazing thing, isn't it? But we're the Nazis and fascists.
Line federal programs instead of letting them operate in silos. We will set clear, measurable goals and report honestly to the American people.
Damn.
We will use evidence-based care, modern science, and continuous support, just as we do for heart disease, diabetes, and other chronic illnesses.
Wow.
We will focus on prevention before addiction takes hold.
This guy's really been doing his job,
early.
hasn't he?
We will expand access to treatment that leads to real long-term recovery.
Yeah, like
And
he's
we will
done a lot.
support re-entry because recovery does not end when
user.
treatment ends.
Yeah.
It succeeds when people return.
You haven't
to
said
their
anything
families, their
retarded
jobs,
yet,
and their
so you
communities
can
with
stay.
purpose and with hope.
You haven't said anything
As
retarded.
co-chair of this
You haven't said anything retarded yet, so you can
Kathy
stay.
Burgum, whose leadership and commitment strengthens this.
Man,
work.
someone's got to do it. There's so many people that are so scared to speak up because of all the goddamn death threats that everyone gets. I've already gotten, on other accounts, I've gotten people like messaging pictures of Charlie Kirk and then like a lady with a dot on her fucking head. Like, I ain't scared of that shit. You shouldn't be scared in your own country to talk about politics. The people who should be scared are making should be the ones that should be scared are the ones making threats because they know they're fucking cooked. They're cooked.
Accountability and honesty. Catherine and I share the experience of having been addicted and long-term recovery.
I know, he was in on it.
Almost everybody in this
User
room
reporting me doesn't do anything. You guys are just retarded if you try to report
Sounds a
me.
lot better than last year. Yeah, no doubt.
Was here.
Let's see. You're not scared of Charlie
Was a
Kirk.
superstar boy, a straight A student, an athlete.
I almost removed someone I didn't mean to. Almost.
Addiction.
Damn.
President Trump has talked about his own families.
You know what's sad is I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't like him. I never did. I still kind of don't. But goddamn, has he done a lot for the country? Goddamn, has he done a lot? He's done a lot for other countries too. The fuck? Anyone with eyes and a fucking brain cell can see that he's done more for the country and other countries than most presidents have done in their entire fucking life. He's ended like what, 4 wars now? Israel and Palestine, the bullshit that was going on with Venezuela. They're sending over an armada to fight Iran right now. The actual fascist country that's killing and mowing down its own citizens. They fucking, where else? There's it was something else with Iran. Like, come on. Jesus.
All of us are touched. If it touches these people, it can hurt every American. And President Trump has often talked about, with compassion, about
8 wars. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
Disease, 100,000 children a year until
My mom was
recently.
addicted
Now
to
it's about
cigarettes.
76,000.
Shouldn't have done it.
Those families are devastated.
If she didn't smoke
forever.
cigarettes, she'd probably still be alive.
The cost to our country, not only in dollars, but
and
just the malaise and the.
Why do you think the people in Minneapolis are bitching about what ICE is doing instead of Israel and Palestine? That's why.
We are going to listen to states, localities, frontline providers, and tribal nations. We will partner with communities and faith-based organizations. We will work with employers, clinicians, and recovery leaders who know what works on the ground.
This sucks.
President Trump has already acted decisively, securing the border against deadly drugs.
I agree. Congress needs terms. I fucking agree with that. Congress needs term limits. You can't tell me they know what they're doing when the country's a shithole. The country was literally swirling the fucking toilet, the drain. Dude, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't even know. They can't even make a fucking conference down in the White House without using an AI picture that they themselves look at before they put up on a pedestal. That's fake fucking news, man. Of course we need term limits. Why wouldn't we need term limits? These guys don't know what the hell they're doing. They're lying in their pockets. Come on.
Signing the whole Fentanyl Act, strengthening treatment programs, expanding access to naloxone, medication-assisted treatments, and investing billions in prevention and recovery. This executive order builds on that record and accelerates it. Recovery is not a side issue, it's an economic issue.
Yeah, it costs a lot of fucking money.
A workforce issue, a family issue, a national security issue. When Americans recover, communities grow stronger.
His voice is getting better. I know I don't know what his health thing is, but every time I hear him, his voice is getting a little bit better.
Families heal, children thrive.
I wonder if it hurts him to talk. I'm genuinely curious. I'd have so many questions for this man. I'm not even kidding.
And when we confront addiction with courage instead of complacency, we reclaim the promise of our country.
That's the biggest problem that a lot of addicted people have is whenever you they're scared to go to someone with this problem in fear of them losing where they're staying, the residency. Some of these people have nobody, and maybe they have like a friend that they talk to every now and then. And, you walk up and you're like, dude, I have a problem. I've got this addiction. And then you get alienated, or you have the police called on you or something. And that's not how you solve this problem at all. And I think that it's an amazing thing to see a president and a sitting president try to address this. It is.
This initiative is about life. It's about responsibility.
Like that's the reason why if you call the fire department or like an ambulance to come to your home, and you have somebody that is, like they do it for gang houses too, where if you call an ambulance or the fire department and they send somebody to save somebody that's ODing, typically the fire department nor the ambulance will report what they see in the home. Like if they see any kind of like large amounts of money or drugs and piles or stuff like that, because the main goal for the fire department and the ambulance, the paramedics, is not to do an investigation or report on this. They want people to call them if someone's dying. That's the goal that most of them have. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been into some drug dens and had to save people's lives. You want to say something, but at the same time, what you don't want is to alienate the community. And this is a great way to help the community suffering from drug addiction, that for people that want to get out of it. It is. This is a great thing.
American recovery together. With this executive order and with major announcements that I will announce next week, we are taking decisive action.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care who's running, as long as the dude could be sitting in jail running the country. If he's running the country the right fucking way, and he's not like a pedo or some like some crazy shit like that, bro, all day. I don't care. He's doing right by the American citizens. All right, man, you got my vote. Shit. It's not like we're asking for much. The bar's on the fucking ground. At this point, you can't even limbo under the motherfucker. Like, thanks for the sub. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to noon live. After I get off, I typically render and edit out the streams to make videos. So I usually have videos being published throughout the day, like anywhere from like 5 to 12 or some shit like that. But yeah, no, we keep it real here.
Again, thank you.
Base.
Thank you, Bobby, and great job. And you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, he's really doing a lot. He is.
And I saw his wife yesterday, and she confirmed that he's doing a fantastic job. So she's on your side. You know that. She's great. And
where early trauma and instability. I also want to thank First Lady
probably just
Melania
retards.
Trump
Yeah, just
for
retards.
her leadership
I'll
during
just say that.
your first
Say
your
retard.
first administration, and now the work she's doing championing youth and children, especially related to foster care, where early trauma and instability are often consequences of the disease of addiction.
Yeah.
Addictions touch this administration.
It is a disease. Like if you get addicted to something, it's hard to get off. You will like spend the rest of your life fighting that addiction, that urge to want to do it. It sucks. And you should have every resource at your disposal if you need it.
Profound ways. President Trump, you've openly spoke about your brother Fred, who struggled with addiction, shaped your life and your understanding of this disease. And Susie Wiles carries the lived experience of her father, the late, great Pat Summerall, whose recovery journey became a source of hope for millions.
Sad.
Vice President Vance has shared his story of his mother's battle and recovery. And as Secretary Kennedy just said, he brings his own lived experience, proof that recovery is not theoretical, it is possible. These stories matter because they are not isolated.
I've never done drugs.
They reflect the reality
Except for
of the
I smoke weed
over
like twice.
190 million Americans.
Never do any drugs.
That's half our nation
It's
who are
drugs are
impacted in
expensive. I
some
don't wanna
way
waste the
by
money.
the disease of addiction.
It's
And
just
I am one of
expensive.
them. I started drinking in high school, and I was a blackout drinker from the start. For 20 years I struggled, relapsing constantly starting over, constantly trying to stay sober and failing.
Getting white
I
girl
reached a point
wasted,
where I
huh?
truly did not believe there was one single reason for
I believe it.
living, and I was suicidal at the end of my drinking.
Yo, that's what's up. 45 years clean, that's what's up, man. Hell yeah, I love to see that. That's what's up, bro. Hell yeah.
One day I was out walking alone. I didn't have faith. I wasn't religious, but something in me said I should ask for help.
It's kind of crazy they're talking about this.
And out loud to
Whenever you
no
think
one,
about it,
was
really?
just me. I
That's
said,
nuts.
I don't know if anyone is there, but I need help.
Yo, I love to see that, man. There's nothing that is more powerful for any person than to kick something as overpowering as an addiction, bro. That's a beautiful thing. It really is.
Drunk shit like this? Yeah, like what the fuck?
15 years later, I found myself somehow standing in front of people as First Lady of North Dakota, thanks to him. But I was asking people to share their stories openly about addiction so we could eliminate the shame and stigma. So more people would reach out for help and more lives could be saved.
Yeah, saying like you used to get
And today
blackout
I'm
drunk and
standing
you were
here in this
suicidal. Like what the
incredibly
fuck?
beautiful Oval Office.
Wow.
And if not for the grace of God, I would not be alive today with over 23 years in recovery.
That's a long time.
Fuck yeah, man. Let's go.
That's a bit.
So that's why I'm here, and my message is simple: never give up hope for recovery. Mr. President, I also want to thank you for allowing me to stand here with you today. I was in this building in 2017 when the administration announced the national response to the opioid crisis.
Biden admin gaslit
And
us. He
nearly
wasn't
decade
a
later, the
retard for a
crisis
year.
remains, and in many ways,
Yeah,
it
he
has
was
grown worse.
like a vegetable man.
Not because we lacked compassion.
It was embarrassing,
not because
honestly.
we lacked effort, but because we never fully aligned our system with the truth.
Like, it was just depressing.
Addiction is not a moral
It was like
failure.
a
It's not a character
Theoden
flaw,
in
and it's not
Rohan.
simply a
It's no different than any mental illness, man. Being addicted to a substance like that is no different than any mental illness. In fact, I think it is one. It should be classified as a mental illness. It should be. Because, like, if you have ADHD, you can't help it. If your parents drank and were alcoholics and they have a child, you're more susceptible to becoming addicted to alcohol or another form. You have an addictive personality. And I don't like that they call it a personality. It should be addiction is running in your DNA, brother. You're cooked. That's literally what's going on. You got cooked. You got cooked in the oven, man. I'm sorry. But that's just how it is. And instead of treating these people like fucking convicts, man, you gotta help these people. You gotta give them a reason to get rid of their addiction. You gotta help them. You gotta go to extra mile for these people.
Issue. Addiction is a lifelong, chronic, relapsing medical disease, as real as diabetes, cancer,
Yeah, it's bad.
and heart disease.
It's real bad.
And when we fail to treat it as such, we don't treat the disease. And we pay mightily for the consequences. Emergency rooms, jails, foster care, overdose deaths, and broken families.
Yep.
The Great American Recovery changes that.
Maybe
This
I do
initiative
need a
represents
tan.
fundamental
Couldn't even ride a
shift
bike,
from
yeah.
reaction to prevention, from fragmentation to coordination.
Get somebody locked into that.
Disease of addiction.
Not him.
That was a long speech.
Somebody hire him. And I'll tell you what,
Can't help
Catherine's a
himself,
very big
yeah.
part of it. I see it. It's just really one of the fantastic couples. So I appreciate it. What a beautiful. You're going to do with Bobby, you know?
Oh my God.
Let's have a good picture of the two of them and everyone else. And I'd like to ask Steve Whitcuff also to say a couple of words when we're finished, because he's a very special person who I knew very well. An incredible person. So
Yo, that's what's up.
We'll ask you to do that in just
Yo,
a second.
that's just another W, right? Just another W. W Donald Trump, seriously, like, he's just bringing in the dubs. Let me see something. Yeah, someone tried to break out Mandaloni. I don't really care about that. The guy got arrested, obviously, so, I mean, it's not like it's really going to go anywhere. I wanted to look at Fox. Yeah. Do we have any updates for anything before we switch over? Oh, let's go. They might strike Iran.
Any conversations with Iran?
By the way, there have been reports that the public executions on the protesters did not happen. They were privately executed. They were rounded up and executed behind bars.
Last 2 days, and are you planning on any?
I have had, and I am planning on it, yeah. We have a lot of very big, very powerful ships sailing to Iran right now, and it would be great if we didn't have to use them.
Can you say what the message was that you shared with Iranians?
Well, I told them two things. Number one, no nuclear, and number two, stop killing protesters. But
their regime is cooked, man. Their regime is done. It's done.
they're going to have to do something.
Mr. President, will you invite Mayor Fry to the White House?
Nobody's seen anything.
President Trump sharing his message to Iran as a new report reveals Saudi Arabia and Israeli officials will be meeting with the Trump administration to talk possible U.S. strikes on Iran. Here to discuss, retared four-star general, Fox News senior strategic
This happened
analyst.
yesterday, so they might be getting struck over the weekend if they don't comply. We might be seeing an entire regime change over the weekend, boys.
Of the Institute for the Study of War, General Jack Keane.
That's right.
General,
U.S.
good morning.
Navy is about
Thank
to be
you
there, boys.
For being here. Obviously, we are seeing the president's message there. Where do you
NASCAR race in D.C. Really?
Where do you see things standing?
Well, certainly people are talking about negotiations, but I don't think it's realistic given the Iranians. I mean, the Ayatollah himself is so diabolical, so committed, you know, to the ideals that he's trying to establish. You know, he wants
Hell
to
yeah, man. Whenever I see those pictures of body bags on Twitter, dude, that shit pisses me off. How has it taken this long for us to get those damn Navy ships over there, man? We should have been over there ASAP.
and control the Middle East. And
They need to put them damn boats into overdrive, man.
his radical form of fundamentalist Islamic terrorism to the world. I mean, they haven't changed one bit. They still want to pursue a nuclear
I
weapon.
know, right? Does he sleep? That's a good question.
They still want to support the proxies that are in the region to destabilize the region and take down Israel. And they have a ballistic missile.
Bro, you want to let me tell you why you want to care about them. You want to care about Iran because the regime that is running Iran is taking the Iranian people's money and funneling it to terrorist regimes all over the world. You want the Iranian government to fall. That's what you want. What better way to be America first than to get rid of every terrorist that could possibly attack us one day by crippling their money? You want the Iranian regime that is running Iran to fall. You want them gone. They were already trying to make nukes. Who do you think they were going to shoot those nukes at? They were going to shoot it at us. Of course. They were going to use it to become a world power and have as much leverage as Vladimir does over the Ukraine right now. You think for a second, if we couldn't bomb the shit out of Vladimir, we would do it? No, we can't because the motherfucker got nukes. That's why we can't do it. We have to play this fucking limp dick ball game with Vladimir because he's a world power. He's got nukes. We can't do anything to him.
Program that is growing every single day. Obviously, that threatens Israel and potentially our bases in the region. And that's where they are. He has emissaries that talk nice to our people.
You're just being retarded.
But that's where the leadership really is. And they've been like this for 45 plus years. I mean, I got to give them this. They have been consistent throughout that time frame. Objectives are dominate, control the region, drive the United States military out of the region. That's why they've been killing us by the hundreds, actually over a couple thousand plus since 1982 to the present. This is America.
Oh, they said they weren't. That's a good thing they said that because, like, we can totally just believe what they say, right? I mean, just like whenever we captured Maduro and we took his bitch ass right out of his country, we can just believe everything they say. They were fishing boats, right? They were fishing boats that the Americans were bombing. So, I mean, obviously we're the bad guys. We'll do something fucking about it. Do something about it. If it's really the way that they say it is, then do something about it. Stop the Americans. Go for it. Go for it.
And certainly destroy the state of Israel. And
see how that works out for you.
They have not changed one iota. And if they say, oh, we're going to make a deal over nuclear, we all know what that means.
How's it going, Jennifer?
Lie and cheat, because that's what they have done. And that's why the military option is on the table. And I also think it's the most likely that we're going to execute.
And we just had up on the screen a map.
We should just believe the regime that is sending out regime people that are too scared to go against the regime in fear of death, that are being interviewed by the BBC that say everything is perfectly fine and not believe the fact that they cut off the internet for almost a month. And now there is word from all these people that have their faces covered and have to use Starlink to get messages out all across the fucking world that there's a lot of fucking dead people, and they are charging the family members of the protesters money to come and pick their bodies up. So they're literally being forced to pay for the bullet that killed their loved one. Fuck you. You can't convince me otherwise. And you know what? You can't convince the Tangerine Warlord either. That's why Trump's sending over the big ass ship. You gonna get bombed soon. You getting bombed, bitch.
Force posture we have there, a lot of capabilities there, and we know that obviously aircraft and other assets, including 30 to 40,000 troops in the region, should there be some sort of desperate act. And you talk about the emissaries talking nice, but we did have yesterday a high-ranking advisor to Ayatollah Khamenei saying this.
I don't think I'm going to research anything. I think that if the federal government can send in a strike team of 20 men that took out 100 men and grabbed Maduro without a single loss of life or military equipment, I think I'll believe them. I think I'll believe them before I believe some keyboard person. I think the United States military knows more about what's going on over there than we do.
Limited strike is an illusion.
Because, obviously, since they're not helping terrorist regimes, why else would the military be going there?
Action by the U.S. from any origin and at any level will be considered an act of war, and the response will be immediate, all-out, and unprecedented, targeting the heart of Tel Aviv and those supporting the aggressor.
I'm 31,
General,
and you're banned.
Just that if we do indeed
take action, the USS Abraham Lincoln is going over there.
Measure try and destabilize the region.
Well, I wanted to call them keyboard lobotomites because that's what the fuck they are, but.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, that kind of rhetoric shouldn't surprise us. I mean, but when you look at the hard, cold facts here.
Well, you have to do your own research on the internet. It's not like the military and the government has classified shit that you don't know about. It's all on the internet, guys. Oh.
Iran has never been weaker than they are right now in their entire history since this regime took power in 1980. Politically, economically, and militarily. And we have an opportunity here to really set some conditions for the eventual regime collapse. And that's why the military option is on the table, and that's why it's being considered certainly by the United States and Israel, and so hopefully supported by allies in the region as well, despite all the public rhetoric to the contrary, that this option really does make some sense. You know,
Benny got put on the chopping block
against the leaders there, taking action against the forces that are.
Yeah, why people keep attacking my coziness, man? I'm cozy. When I ain't supposed to be cozy while I stream, it helps me think better. Damn it! Stop attacking my coziness, damn. Man. It's not right, man. It's fucked up.
People and hold them accountable for the thousands that they've killed. I mean, Griff, listen, they have never killed as many of their own citizens in their history as they have done right now. And in their history,
we won't find out the numbers until after we figure out and get these people back online. There are reports coming out of Iran of family members still missing. There are body bags on Twitter of people just lining the streets, and they're full. The body bags are full. They have, there's shit that you can't show on, obviously you can't show dead people falling out of body bags, but you can go to Twitter and just look up the pictures and you'll see that it's a genocide over there, dude. There's not even they're literally rolling around in vehicles like it's the fucking purge, just like mowing down crowds of people. It's fucking awful. It's terrible.
Locked up summarily in a matter of a week or two as many citizens as they have, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 to 40,000. And when the spotlight is off, they will begin executing them by the hundreds and into the thousands. Why do we know that? Because that's what they have done in the past.
Let me see.
So the opportunity is here. Certainly, there's always unknowns about military operations. There's always risk associated with military operations. But the fact of the matter is, when you look at the cost-benefit analysis, the opportunity to put the regime on a path to collapse, an opportunity we haven't had like this in all of these years. So despite their rhetoric, do they have capability to retaliate? Yes, they do.
That's some terrifying shit
missiles.
right there.
Likely, that's one of the reasons why we've been moving all of these additional resources.
The leering wine.
Not just to conduct a effective offensive campaign against them, certainly in terms of leaders and other targets that we can take down. But also, we know they're going to retaliate. We want to have air defenses there to protect ourselves in the region, bases.
I did. I see the leering wine.
To help protect the Israelis. They have their
Yeah,
own,
you like that?
We complimented them before.
Man, I got the Brotherhood of Steel, man. You got to get that. You got to get that. That's the best thing right there.
12-day war. And also this,
Yeah,
a very
Goku.
important target, is the one military capability that they have that we pay attention to. We took away their nuclear capability, obviously, is their ballistic missiles. The Israelis did not destroy all of their launch systems and not all of their missiles when the war ended after 12 days. And they've been recovering that. So likely one of the reasons why the additional resources have been brought in is not just for better defense, but also offensively to take down those missiles quite significantly.
We got another cold coming in? Damn. Man, it's a good thing. It's a good thing we went out and got water yesterday, bro. We went to the store to get water last time. There was no water. We got these nasty ass, big jugs of water, dude. That water was so gross.
Take away that capability that they're holding there as leverage. So, yeah, this is the path I think we're on, and certainly these options are going to be executed, I think, sooner rather than later, given now the...
I think once the Armada, like Trump calls it, gets there, I think the fun is going to begin.
Nominating former Federal Reserve Governor Kevin Warsh to replace.
Time is it? It's 11:18. We got time for one more video. New Fed chair. Actually, you know what? Hold on. How long is this video? We'll watch this video and then roll out. We'll watch this. We've done our news. We gotta watch this. I saw the beginning section of this because I accidentally clicked on it yesterday, and the beginning section of this pissed me off. It pissed me the fuck off, bro.
She's hanging on the door. I don't want to pull it because she's gonna fall out. You want to?
Check out Midwest Safety, Midwest Safety. Hell yeah, Midwest Safety. By the way, we take the weekends off. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to noon. Check out the Discord. I'll let you know if the power goes out on Saturday or Sunday. To let you guys know if we're even going to be streaming on Monday, if there's a big freeze coming through. But we're here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to about 11:30 p.m. or 11:30 a.m. And yeah, so same time every day except for the weekends. I take the weekends off because I got to do all the editing, all the shorts uploading, everything for the channel. It's all me, nobody else. Oh, yeah.
Hello. What? Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm on home.
You're what?
Don Lemon being arrested is a beautiful thing.
Right here. Okay. Some people were a little worried about you. You were just sleeping here.
What the fuck?
I don't know. You tell me.
I just parked.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh my god, you guys got my baby out here and me.
Your baby?
Yeah, I just parked.
Where's your baby?
Right here.
Bro, the baby on the ground in the back seat. The baby is on the ground in the back seat of this car.
What's up? Back up. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Yo, no. You need to be arresting her. If she don't want to follow orders and she acting funky like that, you need to just throw her ass in handcuffs and force her to sit down.
Sit down.
My baby in my
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
You saw how quick he got around the side of that car, man? He got around the side of that car quick. He saw it and was like, oh, hell no.
Your baby?
Yeah, I just parked.
Where's your baby?
Right here.
Yep. You see how quick he saw?
What's up? Back up. Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah, no, don't release that child to her.
Sit down.
Hell no.
Let me get my baby. Let me get my
Sit
baby.
down. Sit down.
My baby in my put my
Sit
baby
down.
in my car seat. I just
Sit
parked.
down. Sit down. Sit down. That's a lawful order. Sit down. It could have been a crash. I don't know. You just got.
I just got here.
Sit
I
down.
just got here.
I need you to sit down. Sit down right there. Sit down.
I just parked.
Are you listening to me?
Yeah. You told me to sit.
See right there? Look where my finger is. Sit down. Sit down.
You know, I live right here. I literally just parked.
Are there any signal 4s or signal 3s in the area involving silver mouse?
No, you can pull it out. You can pull it out. What is it? That's my purse. Oh. Thank you.
Sit down again.
Yeah, you can if you want. I don't care. Yeah, God the Fish Games over on his channel. Y'all guys should go check him out.
No. I want you to sit down. Can you check some other districts? It's damage to the left side. I'm not gonna ask you again.
Bro, she's still. What is she trying to do? Walk off now? Is she really trying to walk off? Yeah, look at her. Look, she tried to walk off.
You again. I need you to stay with your vehicle, or I want you to sit down.
Right here.
You are not going anywhere.
Where are you going?
To figure out why your son was laying in the floor of your car.
Floor.
Are you missing something? Did you throw up to her?
No.
Throw up a 2-1? Sure.
Yo, she's got to be under the influence of something.
I feel like we should probably check everybody out first. No, at this time you were not going inside. You were listening. Yes, do you know who I am? No. I'm with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. I know. And right now you're being detained until I figure out what's going on. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. You are being detained. You are not free to leave.
What?
I'm gonna check your vital signs.
All right, I'm gonna follow them.
You're gonna
I'm gonna follow them because
No. They'll bring it to you. They will bring what they need to you. You're not going anywhere.
Stay right there.
I'm gonna stay right here because they got my baby.
Ma'am, listen to him, please.
I'm listening, but they got my baby.
Hey, that baby was in the back seat crying, bro.
Listen to me. My concern is your baby. It was out of the car seat on the floor.
No, he was not.
Yes, he was. Yes,
And
he
I
was.
was right
Yes,
here.
he was. Just listen to him, please. We're not gonna leave. I can't leave.
Bro, cuff her and put her in the back of the seat of your patrol vehicle so that way she can't go anywhere. What in the hell? This lady is gonzo.
I'm not leaving. I live literally right here. You guys can walk.
You hear her? You hear the way she's talking?
No, I live right there. You can walk me. You can walk me. I promise.
Why would someone walk you to your house? Why would they let you go? You need to go to jail. Something is obviously amiss here.
I live right here. I live right here. Look, you can walk with me. I can hold him.
No, they don't. It's no different than if you were protesting and you brought kids down to a protest, bro. You don't care about them kids. You're trying to put babies in the way of them dispersing a crowd. You don't care about them kids. Don't even with that. That's crazy.
I literally just parked. I got here right now. I promise you.
Okay, but we want to make sure that he's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna check the car seat, okay?
He wasn't. Yeah, because him.
No. We found him underneath the car seat. My partner had to pull him out.
No, she has no idea what's going on. She's either on something or you know, I'll even give her the benefit of the doubt. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. What if her blood sugar dropped to an insanely low level? It happens. It happens. It does. Maybe she's not under the influence of anything. But the way she's acting, the way she tried to walk off, I don't believe that. I think she's on something.
Just parked right now.
Well, someone called and said that you double parked, so you might have just parked.
I didn't double park, babe. Look, I literally just got here. I live here. I just got here. I promise you 100%.
So that means she drove from somewhere, so she probably is returning from somewhere.
The kid was laying on the floor in the car. She's got damage. She could have been in a signal 3 or signal 4. And I need to call the complainant to confirm that he sweared him in to make sure that she was here for an hour.
She's been sitting there for an hour? There's no way. An hour? She was sitting there.
There's damage, and she was sleeping. Sleeping right there.
She was sleeping.
She was sleeping.
And you're detained, you take on nowhere, so don't walk away. You were sleeping, 3 people had to wake you up, and your child was in the back floor, sweating, in distress, in a hot car. Tell me none of that's true.
My baby has been sweating since he came out of my.
Oh, okay.
You called this Mazda saying it was here for an hour.
Bro, I feel like this is the mindset of the Minneapolis protesters in a nutshell. Seriously.
Yeah, they came in at about 5 o'clock. Okay, you want to come up here and just talk to me real quick about it? Yeah. Okay, all right, we'll be at the same place where the Mazda was. Pulse 137, sat.
She's definitely out of it for sure. Why the hell would you give that child back to her? Why would you do that?
Somebody called, said your vehicle was parked here for an hour.
It was an
hour, though.
Oh, okay.
That's
I'm
crazy.
just going to believe you instead of some unbiased witness. When that deputy comes back and lets you know how long you're here, then we'll go from there, okay?
Do you guys need anything else? Because I'm going home in my house.
You're not going nowhere. You're staying here. Did you not hear what I said? You can't leave?
You didn't say that part.
Oh, I didn't say that? Okay.
They only said it like 9 times.
If you walk away, you're going to jail.
For what?
I don't have to tell you for what. Just don't go nowhere.
I don't have to go anywhere.
Okay.
And arrested. What makes this dangerous now is because she has a fucking child, they have to pry the child away from her, which could risk, like, breaking the child's arm or something, and put her... That's why you never should have given that child back to her. You never should have given that child back to that lady. Why the hell would you do that?
If you try to leave...
I'm making sure my car is locked. What are you guys tripping?
Go back over there.
You guys want to walk me to my house?
Nope.
So what's the problem?
I told you. He's checking some things out.
I didn't hear that part.
And when we find out, I'll let you know. He's going to go talk to somebody. Ask exactly how long you were parked here.
Well, he doesn't know because I literally just parked.
No, he doesn't know. That's why he's going to find out.
Yeah, so how would he know?
Because he's going to go talk to the witness who saw you parked here for an hour.
I wasn't here for an hour. Well, you guys can knock on my door. I literally had to take a shit.
Don't go nowhere.
Knock on my door.
Don't go nowhere.
I live right there.
Don't go nowhere.
I don't know why they gave the kid to her. They shouldn't have.
Walk away.
Bro.
I'm not going anywhere.
Why would you have given the kid back to her during, like, my God.
Hey, sorry. Is everything okay?
Oh, is that the guy?
Never mind. Hang tight still.
Uh-oh. That must have been the guy that called it in.
No, I'm not going.
Now you're going to jail. Come here.
Ooh. Boy, you better get there quick. Come on, get him.
I'm right here. I'm not doing anything. No, I'm not doing anything.
Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go.
No.
Let go. Let go. Let go.
Do you have the kid?
Yeah, I have.
I'm not doing anything.
Now you're definitely not doing anything. Because now you're going to jail.
Hey, you're right. You're not doing anything now, but you're going to jail.
Oh. Let go.
Ooh, she hanging on to that purse tight, man. You better search that purse. Ooh, you better search that purse, man. She is hanging on that with a death grip. You see her hand? Damn, did you see her hand?
Let go. Let go.
Ooh. She has her fingers locked in that purse, boy.
Let go of it. What the hell are you doing? You just made it so much worse for yourself.
Yeah, that's right. It's our bag of goodies right there, bro. She's trying to protect that tooth and nail.
Let go of it. What the fuck are you doing?
Damn.
Do what you're told to do. Hey,
Okay, so I don't like it whenever I was working as a fireman, I curse like a sailor, I do. But whenever I'm on scene, I really, like, even whenever I get mad or something, I don't like to curse because it doesn't seem very professional. And I know that's stupid. Yeah, but it helps with de-escalation. That's why. When you sit here and you curse and you sit here taking a baby and somebody's passing by and they're like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, and you're cursing at her, like, it just doesn't look good. I mean, obviously they shouldn't get involved, and if they do, they should get arrested, but at the same time, it's like there are going to be some people that are concerned, obviously, and professionalism really helps when it comes to community trust. That's the thing. Whenever you have a lot of professionalism in your department, you have high community trust, because they're going to trust that you're going to do the right thing.
Let's get her.
She's grabbing you? Yes.
No.
Stop it. Stop it.
We're all right. We're all right. Come on.
Stop it.
We're all right, Desmond. I got him.
I'm not touching him.
Yeah, you just didn't grab you.
Are you trying to go for my gun? There's no way you're trying to go for my gun.
Ooh. Damn, she is feisty, bro. Damn, she is feisty.
I got it. He's trying to bite me.
Get in the car.
He's got my leg.
Get in the car.
Get off of me.
Get in the car.
He's got my leg.
Get in the car.
Holy Damn.
Sit in the car. Sit in the car.
Slow down.
Sit in the car.
Yo, they gonna have to hog tie her. Gonna have to tie her arms up and her legs up, and they gonna have to set her in there on her belly.
You keep kicking me and grabbing my.
Damn, bro.
Sit out. She's gonna sit out.
Ooh, don't do it. Don't spit. Don't spit. Don't do it. They gonna give you the works.
Don't kick me.
God damn.
You're literally doing it.
I'm not.
Get in. Back up.
Get in.
Back up.
Okay, look, calm down. We're good.
Get in.
I know.
Get in.
You're fine. Just jump up.
Slide back.
No.
All you have to do is slide back. Slide back.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's another charge. You got only 4. Get in the car.
You're charging me for what?
Get in the car.
Why are you putting me in the car?
Because you're going to jail.
Oh. That's battery on an LEO.
All right, put her on the ground.
Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
All right, put her on the ground.
I mean, I don't know if she threw herself to the ground or if the cop did it. I don't know.
Why? I'm not doing shit.
Turn over. Calm the down. What's wrong with you?
I swear I'm not doing anything. I swear.
Just stop. Calm down.
Get off of me right now.
She's still dead. She might have just thrown herself to the ground. I feel like she did.
You're pretty mom.
You're hurting yourself.
Yeah, she's resisting like crazy, bro. Like,
You're going to sit in the car?
I swear,
damn, they had to get a whole nother cop over here. No, no. Get in the car. Get in the car. I don't care. Well, maybe you should have been resisting. If you weren't resisting, you wouldn't have had your face planted on the pavement, and you wouldn't have lost your shoe. Just throw it in there and say it's a personal problem.
My baby and my shoe.
Get in the car.
No, no, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no, no. My baby. Please, my baby. Please.
Bro! Oh my god!
I swear 100%. I'm not going anywhere. Please take this off me. I can't. No. No, are you pushing me?
Jesus, man.
What do you want?
I want to go home.
No, you want something. What do you want?
I don't want anything. I promise you. I'm not going home.
Are you lying?
No. Why would I go to jail? I literally live right here. Get the f off of me. Where's my baby?
Something is obviously going on with her. Dude.
Get the f off my neck.
Oh, they got a, oh, yep, they got a hog tire. It's hog tying time, boys. Oh, she knows she's cooked. She's trying to run now. She's trying to run now. Oh my god. She's trying to crawl away. Oh, gotcha, bitch. This is a mess. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Holy crap, this is gold.
Call my mother right now.
Yo, they got her foot. He's got his foot on her ass. Oh, dude. Oh, I can't. Look, she's kicking too. Look.
Call my mother for my baby.
Oh my god.
I will 100%.
Oh man, my stomach hurts now.
Please call my mom. No.
Oh fuck, why is this so good? Bro, she's literally trying to land swim. You gonna how much you want to make a bet? I would probably put money on it. They're gonna have to put a face shield on her. She's gonna be a spitter. Watch.
I'll tell you right now.
Watch.
Can you put the hair behind my hair? No. I can't. You may have not been told this before, but
Don't you just love to see karma? Isn't it such a beautiful thing?
She kicked me in the balls. She kicked me in my legs. She kicked him.
I'm not kicking you. Oh yeah? My kids would say otherwise.
She bit Nick.
She bit him. She fucking bit.
After officers
Oh my god! The evil has been contained!
She and her baby are transported to the hospital for medical clearance. An officer still at the scene now is able to speak with the witness to find out exactly what he saw that started all of this.
At about 4:50, 5 o'clock, I was going on a walk.
Oh my god!
As I was coming around,
my stomach!
I noticed a silver SUV coming from the residence side of the gate, and as they came through the gate, they accelerated way above the
Oh my god!
hour speed limit. Kind of looked the other way as she was coming around the curve, and then I hear tires squealing as she's coming around the turn over here. I noticed that the car approached the parking space aggressively, immediately put her hazards on. At that point, I just figured, okay, I'm gonna go inside my house.
You think if the next baby that cop has, if it's like if the kid he has is handicapped, do you think it would be her fault?
Went inside the house for about an hour, left to go to
I'm going to
hell. And I noticed that the car's hazards were Was it in the same... Now, do you see the vehicle currently right now? Yes, the Mazda.
Oh.
The Mazda over there.
Oh.
When you saw it pull in, did it ever leave that spot? So she didn't start in that spot.
Oh, dude, you missed the whole show.
Double parked. I'll walk with you here. No, it's fine. Just from right here is fine.
Oh, my stomach.
She was double
Oh.
parked. Chevy, you mean the Camaro over there? Yeah, the Camaro. Okay, further down. Okay, she was double parked there. And the hazards were still on. So that's where you saw when you walked in. Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, when I was leaving the neighborhood, I'm sorry. When I was leaving to go to...
Have you been kicked in the balls by a psychotic schizo? You might be entitled to a cash settlement if your child comes out handicapped.
Routes. She was still double parked next to that Camaro. Okay. Do you have any reason on why the vehicle would be here now?
Oh.
No clue. No clue. Okay. I thought it was odd that the hazards were solved. Nobody left the car. So I figured I'd call non-emergency services and.
Yo, I'm laughing so much I'm sweating.
You saw her in the vehicle? Yes.
Oh, God. Dang, dude.
It was 6 p.m. I can tell you real quick. Okay, so it was closer to 5:45 when I left. Okay, 5:45 when as opposed to 6. When I was heading to Sprouts, I called non-emergency services and just recommended maybe an EMT or like fire rescue can come out and check on her. It's just not normal to sit in your car with your hazards on. Did you see anyone get out of the vehicle at any point in time when you were looking at the vehicle? No, not once.
This suspect, Monica, was charged with 4 counts of felony battery on a law enforcement officer, felony resisting with violence, resisting without violence, felony child neglect, and felony child abuse. Court records indicate the charges of resisting without violence, child neglect, child abuse, and 2 of the battery charges were dropped. She has since pleaded not guilty to the remaining 2 battery charges and resisting with violence. As her case is still ongoing, she is presumed innocent unless proven guilty.
Damn it, I want to see like a recap episode. We need recap episodes of this.
In a court of law.
I used to say to myself, with every well-being check call, I hope this is not the one that leaves me in shock. Police answer thousands of these calls every year. People passed out, confused, off their meds, God only knows. For every minute you delay in a hot car,
were you bitten by a rabbit carrying during the Trump administration? Oh my God, you might be entitled.
Now picture this mother's mindset, not protective, not locked in on that child's safety, because she knows that her focus is drifting and wrapped up in herself instead of her kid on the floor. When the officers step in and authorities in her space, she's unable to answer.
She's not shit now, she's in jail.
Into mom mode, she shifts into fight mode, and not because she's protecting her child, but because she's protecting her warped version of the events. So in a situation like this, when officers give commands,
did they never check her purse, man? I wanted to see footage of them checking her purse. She was obviously on something.
Control. It's about stabilizing a scene that's already way past safe. Remember, every second these officers are wrestling with her is a second that child is still vulnerable.
Man.
That's what makes these calls so dangerous, because it's distraction from the real victim. We lose kids in hot cars every single year in this country, dozens of them. And most of the time, it's not monsters, it's overwhelmed or irresponsible adults who thought it would be fine, but it never is. So when you see officers getting firm and possibly getting physical, understand what's driving that urgency. It's not just anger. It's also the clock, because while people like this woman act like this, a child's body doesn't get a second chance.
Yo, W Midwest Safety. Hell yeah. All right, boys, we're rolling out for the weekend. We'll be back on Monday. We stream Monday through Friday. If you're new here, you can join the Discord and drop videos there to react to. We do a lot of politics, breaking news, a little bit of everything. So I'll see you boys on Monday. If you stuck around for the whole stream, W, welcome to the channel. Hope to see you again. I'll see you boys on Monday. Stay safe out there. Stay friendly. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole day or their whole life. You never know. And, stay safe out there. Stay away from the crazy Karens that might kick you in the balls. You remember, you might be entitled to a cash settlement. Peace, boys. Have a great weekend. Oh, jeez. Oh, that got me good. Okay, where are we at? This one. There you go. We rolling.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to